What? You
Yeah.
pointed up in the sky and said F up.
Well,
The USB connection. I know what he's pointing at.
Yeah, it's
up there.
The
It's at the top of the. Yeah. I
this
get you.
thing.
I feel your pain.
This
Yep.
little connection here. It is
shock mount. Oh,
yeah.
It's not the shock mount. It's
no,
the
it's not the shock
USB
mount.
plugs into the top of the mic.
Yeah,
and
it's
if
an
that
old
gets
enough.
bent or fucking yeah.
It's not. It's
you.
old enough. USB. It's not USB-C. It's not USB micro. It's USB mini. It's like the thicker fat. Yeah.
So is it the port that's fucked or is it the cable?
The port.
No, that sucks.
Because I keep having to unplug it, plug it in, wiggle it, and eventually it'll work. So, it's Friday. It's Open Comms. We made it. Hey. Sorry,
We're live.
I got a mic that's
alive and live.
The microphone itself works. It's just the connection. So I'm gonna have to get a new microphone eventually. But we made
the connection doesn't work. The microphone doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
I'm seeing confused on that. Maybe not.
Okay, we are live. But yeah, so we did it. Another week, another one in the books.
Yep. Pretty easy one this week.
Yeah. Got a little
bad news to start. We can just get that out of the way. Batman. One of the Batmans passed away.
It's Iceman. Iceman before Batman.
Yeah, Admiral Iceman to you, right?
And Doc Holliday. Yeah, he was a great Doc Holliday.
He was a great Doc Holliday.
He was in The Saint. I don't remember that movie very well, but
I think when he was last. Did you anybody see the movie Deja Vu? He was just on TV yesterday and I watched it.
Was he in Memento?
It's got Val Kilmer and Denzel Washington in it. It was really good. It was weird sci-fi.
No, I don't think he was in Memento.
Okay, it's someone that sounded like him, but like I heard the narration. Like the movie was playing off the side. I heard the narration one time. It's like, oh, what's going on? Like I'm chasing this guy. Oh nope, he's chasing me. I was like, is that Val Kilmer? But yeah, redeem a shot.
Yep.
We'll do a shot. We'll do a shot for Val Kilmer.
He was a great actor.
Yeah, good dude.
What was it? My Science Project. What was that? Was that even that one?
Mad Mardigan from Willow.
Yeah,
that was first. That was the first Val Kilmer movie I ever saw. The movie itself, I loved it as a kid because it was before we had Lord of the Rings, and so that was like the fantasy movie.
No, Lord of the Rings was out. That existed before Willow.
Not the movies, the books, but I'm talking about the movies. But like that movie was like what 88, 89, I think when it came out. But the movie itself, but Warwick Davis did pretty good. But Mad Mardigan was like the reason to watch that movie. So,
are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seriously, his wife is the way.
I went to go make a drink. My bad.
Oh, Sorsha. Sorsha was good too.
We just did the Val Kilmer shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that Joanne Wally Kilmer, right? Yeah.
Was that his wife?
You know what, Draded?
Yeah. At the time,
you could be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Hell yeah.
Or what do they do it on TV? Bull crap or bull something. Bull snot. They did something. Oh no, it was a no way. His mouth moves bullshit, but you just hear like the audio obvious like Tom Cruise dub, like no way. You can be mine, and like the tone is all off and everything.
Who here went and saw Top Gun Maverick when it opened, like opening weekend?
Not opening weekend, but I did see it in theaters.
I
saw it in theaters like the next weekend, but not opening weekend.
As soon as they started with the OG music, I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
Yeah,
I'm like, they got to do Danger Zone, and then they go through it, and it's the music on the new Cure. I'm like, yes, and then they hit Danger Zone. It's like, fuck yes.
Yeah. As soon as it hits the carrier, and then that kicks on. It was just like smiles across the whole theater. It's everyone's just like, here we go.
They knew what they were doing.
They are starting this off right. I already like it. So.
I got dumped by a girl during Top Gun seeing the original movie in the theater.
Oh.
Because I made a smart ass comment about when Goose died. Guess we're having Goose for Thanksgiving. She literally got up and left.
Wow. Well, no sense of humor.
You should tell the rest of Top Gun to watch.
I stayed and watched her. She I'd go after her. Fuck her.
Yeah. I was like, no sense of humor. You don't want to go. You probably don't want to date her anyway. But anyway,
my sarcasm.
Got any?
Speaking of Goose, actually, LB, do y'all do Goose in Canada at all, or is that for like
Narcos?
Your own thing.
What do you mean?
Nerf Viking?
What do we do goose?
Like cooking a goose instead of like a turkey.
So a lot of people will hunt goose like they hunt duck, and they'll eat goose. But typically, no, you do a turkey, not a goose.
What kind of goose do they hunt? Like Canadian geese or?
Yeah, and snow geese.
I got to praise Akaroth. Also, it was Akaroth's birthday. Was it Tuesday?
Sometime
Monday,
this
I
week.
think.
It's Monday or Tuesday. Fuck, I forget the day.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, praise Akaroth.
LB, are snow geese considered migratory?
Yeah.
Hey, happy Friday, Narcos.
I don't know where they migrate to, but I can't see them staying too far north too long.
Monday, by the way.
Monday. Thank you.
I actually saw a funny sign the other day. Ironically, this was in a deep red area that said, "Leaving the country because Trump won." It was ad for a real estate company. I thought it was funny because they put the sign in the middle of the super rural country and not in the city where more liberals that actually might be leaving were.
Well, before we get into that tangent, swing back to Eve.
Have you ever thought about domestic terrorism?
I prefer
looking better and better every day.
Whoa, okay.
Want to answer to the snow goose migration question first?
Oh shit! The NSA's on to us. They cut the cameras.
Killing us.
They cut the hard
They
line.
they don't have a director right now. It's fine. NSA's not. They get their own shit.
Well, I didn't see anything in the group chat, so I
But
don't
you
think it's
eat
coming.
goose.
So
It's snow goose, right? That's what you eat, correct?
You can Canada geese too.
They're less desirable though, right?
Are they both assholes?
I think.
Yeah. Well, all geese are
they're
assholes. Part of their
geese,
genetic
All geese
trait.
are assholes.
You got a problem with me, and I suggest.
Oh, you're right. Oh, sorry.
Geese don't really scare me, even with how aggressive they can be. Swans, like they're big enough that I don't want to fuck with those though.
Isn't that just a big goose though? If you think about it.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
They're like a posh goose.
Yeah,
fancy goose.
fancy
That's
goose.
a good way of describing them.
It's like a dove and a pigeon. They're both fucking pigeons. One's just fancier than the other.
One's a goose with money.
Yeah.
And pretentious. One's pretentious.
Yeah,
one's
one's
not.
will come and be like, "Excuse me, sir." Excuse, and then the other geese are just like, "Ah!" It just coming.
Yeah.
I could think of was saying that is
one's from Manhattan and the other one's from the Bronx.
A goose is that crazy chick that's like on meth, and a swan is a Karen.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
That's the way you said honk, Drayden.
while both swans and geese exhibit aggressive behaviors, because swans are larger, they're generally more aggressive. Like they know they're bigger, basically, and they'll throw their.
Less afraid of a swan though.
Hey,
Fuck,
Michi.
geese are stupid. I hate geese.
All
Hello, Michi.
right, so Eve Online is a game.
Let's go around the horn first.
Okay, we'll do around the horn, then we'll. There's a quick little thing that came up that I'm a little excited about.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now I'm excited.
Drayden's excited. I'm
And
excited
then
too.
we'll see if Unlucky shows up at some point, and if not, then I got a little shit talk to go with.
Is
well.
there a community beat?
No.
I don't think so.
By the way, if anyone was curious, in chat, there's a link to a video of a swan versus goose fight.
No. Alex, what you drinking?
Oh, the Modelo Especial. As always,
Ooh.
it's very nice.
It sounds
It's
special.
Very smooth. It's very special.
I'm finishing up my Dominican rum. So the last legs of it. So I'm gonna go to fucking cheap ass American rum after this. That sucks.
Very nice.
Yes, gross.
I'm doing some vodka and some Ruby Red Squirt.
You actually remember to buy some this time?
I got some. Well, I got this and one. I think I got one or two more. Also, I went and got. I don't think Darwin's here, so I can. He can't get this in Iceland, so when I go to Iceland, I'm bringing Darwin some of his. I guess this is a whiskey he really likes.
For reserve.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm bringing him drugs, and you're bringing him alcohol.
Hell yeah, we'll get them all toasted.
I'm
Drugs
drinking.
are bad.
legal drugs.
Okay, you shouldn't do drugs because drugs are bad.
Yep.
I'm bringing him some pseudoephedrine so that he doesn't want to die whenever he gets a cold.
Right.
Okay, Walter White.
LB, what do you got?
The Paulaner, the German Weissbier,
Mm.
Weissbier,
Vice.
and I'm eating
Vice
Hawkins.
Fiat.
Hawkins cheesies. They're delicious, and they're made in
Hawkins?
Canada.
Hawking cheesies.
Hawkins.
What?
Hawkins cheesies. They're like crunchy Cheetos.
Oh,
Oh, they sound awesome.
That does sound good.
Redline. You got any goodies?
Well, this week I went to buy my usual, bag of green leaves, and
Basil.
the folks at the counter said, "Here, have all these edibles," and they gave me 6 of them. Lo and behold, they gave me 6 bags of edibles,
Super
5
solid.
in each bag. So I have
You have 2
30 of
left?
these 40 milligram edibles, and I had a
God
few
damn.
of them.
That'd kill a horse.
Well, I just,
Well, small horse, little Sebastian.
yeah, you take your
30
time with
Oh,
them.
that attitude.
No, 30 milligram ones are the ones I take when I like really
They're
want to have
40.
fun.
They're 40.
Even better.
They're pretty good.
Poor little Sebastian.
And of course, I
Skyhawk.
got my staple Ice Mountain water.
Oh, Ice
I am
Mountain.
drinking
hydrating.
some invisible. There we go. Vodka cran.
Ooh, delicious.
Still invisible.
And Vlad, what do you got?
I am going with the usual, just rum and coke.
There you go.
You have Bacardi rum, right? That's what you like?
No, I use Bacardi's like my slumming it
Birthday?
rum.
I think Cracken's my
Ooh,
favorite rum.
wow.
I like
I
Kraken.
usually use Plantation 3-Star, which is you can get a Total Wine, and it's really really good for rum and cokes. Let me find a link and I'll put it in
The
the
white
stream
rum, though,
chat.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like Bacardi's, I'll use for like Long Island's or like with hurricane mixes.
Or you can make a big bucket of booze.
Exactly. But the thing that always, but like whenever I'm at a bar, usually it's like I have to go with Bacardi for rum and cokes because it's like either Bacardi or just absolute garbage.
Well, yeah, because usually the well rum is just like drinking fucking rubbing alcohol. Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Bacardi spiced though. I don't care for it.
Rubbing alcohol tastes good sometimes. What do you mean?
I don't drink spiced rum.
Y'all are
Now,
weird.
Rubbing alcohol is not the
I'll
same.
drink
stuff.
dark rum in like proper hurricanes, like where it's like the actual ingredients in dark and light rum, and not when it's like a big thing, a hurricane mix plus rum, or if
Yeah.
it's from like port of call where they just mix the whole batch up beforehand and just pour the liquid into a cup and put ice in it.
Yeah, you can't put food coloring in rum and call it dark rum.
I mean, I will say this
Not with
though:
that
is
attitude.
the monsoons we had this year
I mean, I've
definitely
tried. Don't
seemed
get me wrong.
Yeah.
the monsoons we had this year definitely seemed worse than they were last year for some reason.
That's sad.
Like multiple people were commenting that they weren't as good.
Like quality wise or booze wise?
Quality.
See, you can. That's a problem, but you can overcome that with extra booze.
This is true. I still
Yeah, I
find it
probably
funny, though,
noticed on my
that,
first one and not after that.
Oh, Skyhawk. It was actually funny in New Orleans. Delana's friends managed to convince me to go to a gay bar, and I didn't know it was a gay bar.
Oh,
Bars are fun, dude.
Oh, I know. It was a cool bar. Or I didn't. I totally was like not
we know how to vibe.
oblivious to it. I go in. And the bartender is kind of
Actually, say you're not lying.
not. It's like not like flamboyantly gay, but you could tell this guy's probably gay. And then they had a guy serving drinks in like a bondage outfit. I'm like, this is probably a gay bar. And then our patron was like, mentioned, yeah, it's a gay bar. I'm like, well, okay. First time for everything.
I've been to them plenty of times. Went to a drag
They,
show at a gay bar. It was fucking amazing.
Our
My friend's birthday.
normal-
She was like, I want to go see a
Weekend
drag show. It's like,
Stomp.
let's go.
our normal
drag
weekend
shows, they're
stomp
fun.
was the gay bar. It was great. Went there like every other weekend.
Yeah, no, they're good.
So what's your
So-
idea, Drayden? You were you teased us.
Oh, well, my idea just. Oh no! So something I was super excited about. There's something they kind of released with. So this is for FanFest. One of the speakers is going to be Dr. Becky Smethurst, I think is her name. Smethurst, yeah. So Doctor, I've seen her. She's been on various show. I can't remember if it was like the universe or how the
Link
universe
her
works, but
YouTube channel.
yeah, I'll link her YouTube channel as well. But yeah, I've seen some stuff on her YouTube channel. But
Link her OnlyFans. Who the fuck said that?
What?
Wait, what? No one said that.
Server mute
Yeah,
redline.
it was linked their YouTube channel because
Oh.
that was in CCP's presentation. In CCP's announcement was she has a very popular YouTube channel.
Yeah, they
Now, of
say
course,
she has
Redline
over
is a
500,000
dirty
subscribers. She's got
that
like
anytime it's a woman, it's an OnlyFans.
she's got
No,
like
it's not
almost
true.
700 or 800,000. I think she's got like almost 800,000 now.
He's
But
talking about black holes. I mean, there you go.
Anytime it's a person, I think it's an OnlyFans. Frankly.
oh, but no. So I've seen her like like those old like History Channel like astronomy documentary show. Like she's been on several of those. Like I've seen her before, so I'm excited for that. And she's gonna be talking on black. She's apparently like the black hole expert now. Like as far as like the public celebrity type astrophysicists. It used to be, I feel like Alex Filippenko was the one back a long time ago, but now I feel like she's kind of slotted into that position now. So I'm excited. She's going to be doing a presentation on black holes and stuff there. So I'm very stoked for that. Should be.
I really
I'm gonna
enjoyed
nerd
like
out hard.
the science talk they had last time was one of the guys that had worked on the Webb telescope, and like these kind of presentations I think are some of the better ones that happen at FanFest personally.
I used to love the ones that Max Singularity would come and do. When he was working for JPL, he would come and do a bunch of various ones. I remember there was one that he brought the presentation. I think it was the first one I saw, and it was really fun because he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to present it because he basically had to get the okay from his boss on because it was new information, and he was like he had to get the okay on whether he could actually present it to the public or not. And
Probably
he got the okay
unpublished.
like the night before his presentation. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Because he had like a backup thing to talk about instead. And they gave him the okay. So our presentation that we got that year on the, what did they call it? It was like the ARM asteroid recovery mission. They eventually changed it to, I forget what it was called. But it was like the one where they grabbed some of the asteroid and brought it back.
DART. It was DART. DART.
Was it DART? Okay.
No, Dart was where we redirected.
Oh yeah, no. It wasn't DART. No. This was it was ARM. It was the one. I think it was the one that went to Bennu or something. But
Yes. Yep.
and it grabbed a piece of it, got the sample thing, and we just got it back last year, I think.
It was NASA's OSIRIS mission.
Yes.
And OSIRIS REx also is not done. It came back to Earth, dropped that off, and then used Earth to slingshot back out towards another target.
Right, but we got the capsule back, so now they're going to be able to start analyzing it's the first asteroid sample that we've gotten that wasn't an asteroid that's hit Earth. So that's pretty. But he was able to give the presentation on all that. So basically, like, us getting the presentation at the Vegas that year, that was like the first divulgence of a lot of that information that the world was getting, which is really cool. So I like the whole thing that they do with the astronomy stuff because I mean it ties in with Eve, not directly with Eve, obviously, but since Eve is a very sci-fi based game, it kind of
Is it?
Well, it's a space game.
So
it's
actually, I was curious, so I went to look up what OSIRIS REx has continued to go on to do. It's now the extended version of the mission is now called OSIRIS Apex. In 2029, it will reach Apophis, which is the asteroid that will come really close to Earth.
What's that other one that's coming really close sooner than that? Something 2024.
Which one of those do we have to
something
send,
2024?
Which one of those asteroids do we have to send Bruce Willis to go blow up with a nuclear weapon?
No.
Don't want to close my eyes.
So basically,
One that's headed this way.
but basically, and what is it? In 2029, it will also is when it's going to come super close to Earth, and it will pass through what they call like a gravitational keyhole. Basically, like depending on exactly like how things actually play out, will impact future orbits and its risk level to the planet.
Yeah. And Michi's sorry, we realized one of the sorry, Ferrara or Farah. was talking about can bacteria be transferred on asteroids? Possibly. I mean, I don't know, but like they have proven because they found on the exterior of the ISS that there was bacteria living outside on the exterior of the space station. So that basically has proved that there are bacteria that can live in the vacuum of space. So
Those dirty motherfuckers.
that does make it a possibility. That doesn't mean that
bring
it's
the shit
that
up
it
there?
is, but
The
yeah.
fuck?
Get
Get
to
the
get
fuck-
somebody out there in a
that's-
fucking
that's-
squeegee and a
Although
bottle and
I mean, at least in a vacuum of space, well, near vacuum. I mean, near Earth it's a near vacuum, but also it's within the magnetic field, so the cosmic rays from the
Vacuum
sun
field
are
works.
deflected a
Bring that
lot.
shit
So
up.
like the full radiation blast that you would get from the sun isn't quite there. So maybe that's a factor. I don't know. But
Interesting. That's what Dr.
Yeah.
Turner is going to talk about at Eve FanFest
Eve
also.
FanFest, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So
Scream it.
here,
Would I
oh,
spend
there
the
he is,
time-
Mr. Unlucky Raid. Welcome everybody. Guessing Mr. Unlucky was on a roam, and this is the other thing I was bringing up. I was gonna wait till Unlucky came in if he did. So how did the roam go, Mr. Unlucky? Did everyone get out? Anyone get stuck on a collapsing wormhole this time or anything? Just questioning.
From what I saw, you guys were picking on Frat, look like? Is that who they're picking on?
I went on one of Unlucky's roams the other day, and I was like, I was gonna be the warp in for the wormhole to Thera to get out, and so I was sitting there waiting because there's like 4 or 5 people still like a couple jumps away. I'm like, I'll wait here as the warp in, and while I'm waiting, the wormhole just like disintegrated right in front of me. I'm like, fuck! So I got stuck.
What to expect?
Well, thanks.
A completely different game than
Yep.
when you left. That's what I can tell you. A completely different game.
Yep. Had to run away from 100 Kiki ABs from goons.
Which makes sense. We're scary. This is a fact.
Dirty blobbers.
Dog.
Dirty
Dog.
blobbers.
Dirty,
Dog,
scary
no.
blobbers. It's a fact. A
Um,
well-known fact.
a
Just-
goon is not scary. A angry mob of goons can be.
Getting back into the game, what to expect? I mean, it's different than
The
before, but
problem-
it's the same gist.
That question from one of his viewers, I can't. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name, Coco or whatever the fuck. So many things have changed. I don't even know. You can't even. There's nowhere to begin, right? The game has completely changed. If you've been gone for 6 or 7 years, it's completely different.
There's still combat, though.
And which it
It's
should.
common
Like,
language, but the game has changed a lot in that time.
and that's
Peekaboo.
exactly what will
Oh.
make it so it can survive.
Go to Zarzak.
Peekaboo.
Zarzak.
Yeah, because
Zanzibar.
the peak is capitalized and then
What's
Abu
Zanzibar?
is not.
Peekaboo. I get it now.
Drakes don't apply to key. I was
Peek
wondering,
universal.
yeah.
Lead speak that I have not encountered yet.
It's
Even with the hams,
really
aren't
weird.
hams faster than heavy missiles?
Rum ham.
Oh, okay.
Milk
I
steak.
get his name now. That's interesting.
Oh, he just said it. You know, there's no getting it. He told us.
No, I
Um,
I got how
yeah.
it's like all spelled out now. The capital letters, lowercase letters.
I'm not gonna try to figure it out. He just told me. You know, you can't.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
actually,
come
now
on
you
the
can-
show, and then we
can.
could explain it to him.
Yeah,
If you bring,
Think
if
about it,
you
you
bring a
could
Drake,
bring
we'll
a
just
Drake.
kill it.
Put a paint on.
I'm
Put
not gonna
every
lie.
Drake should
There's
have
still
a
a
paint.
great ship.
You will
Paint whenever you're
try-
shooting.
Put some plates on that bitch.
Yeah.
Do like
Turn
rapid
into an
lights
alligator.
and
You have to
delete
cone it.
frigates that think they're gonna get under you.
Sacrifice the tank. You sacrifice one tank slot. You put a target paint, and that one Kiki is going to turn into a battleship, even with the diminishing returns. You'll hit it.
Hear me out.
Nah, do
I'm
rapid.
gonna go.
rapid
With
lights.
Mr. Unlucky knows more than you do.
Probably.
Rocket
Rapid light
drakes.
Rocket Drakes.
Rocket drakes.
Rapid light Drake. I've
Fuck
actually
yeah.
pitched that before.
Rocket Drake navies. Even better.
Just Cerberuses. Bring Cerberuses back. Cerberuses would apply to it.
Fuck, I'm missing servers.
At that point, you'll want to fly mutants again, like it's 2020.
Nah, fuck mutants.
Munins online, no.
Serbs are sweet.
Do people,
For small
do
shit.
people do
Remember
just
Ishtars?
casual random little baby cruiser rooms like Tech
I
Legends?
don't miss
Yeah.
Ishtars online.
Unlucky doesn't. Well, I would say they're small. They're usually like 100 dudes, but
But just Tech 1 cruisers?
Yeah, he's been taking maulers out for a while.
I want to fight him. Mr. Unlucky, I want to fight you in a fleet.
Oh God, I would pay to see that.
Why?
He probably would wreck you.
He just likes seeing you lose. That's all.
It's funny because Redline UN. Oh wait, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It's probably OPSEC.
What?
Oh, just
OPSEC, is it?
the standings thing. Like you guys both show up on my overview, even on the red only overview.
Oh, yeah.
Because headliners got some angst against specific people for some reason.
That guy's a boob.
Some legitimate hate going on.
It's like I'm sitting on like no blue overview and like red lines like showing up as a purple line. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it's like he's specifically set to -10 with BL.
That's petty.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Funny
Well,
All right.
though. What
What
happened
else?
in Eve this week?
Anything in the patch notes? Anything good?
Not really.
Anyone mentioned in the patch notes this week?
Not me.
Right? There's a new trailer out.
Yeah, for Mario Party World? Mario Kart World?
Mario Party?
Whoa.
No.
Oh, for Eve? Sorry, I...
You talking about
My
the
bad.
Nexus Reckoning thing?
Yeah. For-
Yeah.
They also are announcing a programming competition for Eve Crypto Bro.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Which I'm not going to
What
touch
year is-
because I can't code for shit.
Oh, not because it's a crypto thing?
So I was cleaning
No,
out some
dude,
things
it's
today.
fucking $3,000. If I could code, I'd actually try.
Jeez, $3,000 for what? I can chat GPT something.
So wait,
That's not a bad idea, actually. Just see how much I could chat GPT
just-
at.
Just wondering
so
how
I
many
got an
people are
e-
going to submit Chat GPT programs to that thing.
I got an
So,
email about that too, but I didn't really like look into it. I just saw that like there was hacking stuff that you had to do in game, but like so wait, the hacking thing that you do gets you or involves coding? What?
So what they call it a hackathon, but really what it is, it's a contest for who can develop the most inventive module for Eve Frontier. With and the winning entry gets $3,000 worth of Icelandair credit and tickets to FanFest for everyone on the team. And then second place is $1,000 worth of Icelandair credit.
To the
and
next
FanFest
FanFest.
tickets. Right.
Not the one later this or coming up, but the following.
Ooh,
Right. So
toxic
FanFest
clarification.
2026 or 2027.
That's bold, assuming the... I mean, that's... I wanted to go to this one. All my friends are going to this one, damn it.
Probably the last one I'm going to for a while too.
Gee, Redline, why aren't you coming to FanFest?
Some poor?
It's okay, buddy. Me too.
Yeah, or anytime you come back to Eve and have to fix your overview, it just sucks. Fucking overviews suck.
I'm also poor in Eve. What the fuck? Ooh,
Do you want to talk patch
you wanna
notes,
run
I
for it?
guess?
Well, what
Yeah,
about
we
Cap
did
Sleeve
that.
Day? We didn't finish
Sure.
that, did we?
Yeah, we did that, I guess. I'll put a link in chat. Cap
saw
Slayer
that,
Day 22 is coming, 15 April, which is next week.
Ooh,
right?
New pod
Tuesday?
skin
Oh, not.
or a shuttle
Okay.
skin. You usually get a shuttle skin or a pod skin for those. I think
Oh, yeah, you're right.
that's what I'm in it for.
The shuttle skins?
Yeah, because then if someone right click and
Fuck
looks at my shuttle while I'm sitting
Yeah.
still in space, they'll look at.
While you're on grid.
You can
Yeah,
make
they'll
fun
do
of
a
me all you
second.
want. I like shuttle skins. Fuck
I
off.
like shuttle
my
skins.
shuttle skin.
Like,
I see
mean,
it, and that's what counts.
I feel like aside from caps, no one's really gonna see your skin. So I feel like skins are just a self appeasement thing, which I'm fine with.
I'll sit there.
Because
and
if
let
I'm
an entire
flying
crew just
around
cycle through all my
shooting,
skins. just to
shooting
be a
stuff in a ship,
bit- oh, well.
I want to make my ship look cool, and I don't care if other people see it and go, "That's cool." It's like I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. I want it to look cool to me.
I dress my Barbies up.
So yeah,
Exactly.
you gotta dress your Barbies
go.
up.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
So, anyways, in this dev blog, they gave a little thing on Capsulator Day, and then they talk about the Drifter Crisis, and then they have this fancy trailer. For
Can the drifters
the next
take out Edencom by chance?
I don't know.
Nexus Reckoning. He's pretty cool.
Nexus Reckoning. Yeah, it's only like a short little video.
Drayden should play
Well,
it.
it didn't.
Oh,
It didn't
find
work.
So-
You says in the patch notes? No, it's not patch notes. Where's this reckoning video? I'll play it.
I got it.
One of those things that, in all honesty, I don't understand why no one
Hold on.
has made an Eve movie from this group of people.
Have
who
you
make
not
all these
seen
amazing
the
videos. Now, a real production.
Wasn't the Expanse
movie
based
theater.
on
the Clear
Eve-ish?
Skies 1, 2, and 3?
That's 40K. Or no, I'm thinking of her Event Horizon.
No, the
my bad.
Expanse is it's different than Eve, but the you're thinking Altered Carbon is the one where they have like the when you die the mind transfer.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all, but okay.
Mind transfer. Altered Carbon, I think, is probably the closest to Eve, show
But I-
wise. But
No,
I
there needs to be,
mean-
there's so much content available, and they clearly have many artists who know what the fuck they're doing. They've made such good trailers over the course of years. The
It-
quality's there.
the thing
The
with it though
expertise
is
there. Fucking pull the trigger. Do
the
it.
production cost of making a show
care.
or a movie these days is so high. And like, look at
Don't you think they'd make
look
it
at the
back
World of
to-
Warcraft movie. Everyone's like, Blizzard's got the best cinematics ever. They should do a movie. And then they made World of Warcraft movie, and it did okay.
I loved it. What are you fucking talking about? It was
But
fun.
it was
If you've been around long enough, you'll remember that there was a point in time where CCP did make an announcement that they were like working with someone on doing like a TV show, and it never
long
saw
time
the
ago.
light of day. Like it just never panned out. I don't know that we ever heard exactly why definitively, but it's a cutthroat industry.
yeah. And the thing is, like, you'd have to have an interested audience base.
Henry
Whereas
Cavill, we've got to get him
I
on
mean,
board.
I
We
would
gotta
be
get him on
into
board.
it, but the thing is I feel like if you look at the customer base of Eve, it's very small niche game. Whereas
But
World
sci-fi
of
is
Warcraft
not
was like
that
tens
point.
of millions of people play that, and the movie did okay. So you take something that has maybe 1 million total accounts and probably only 500,000 people playing it. Much
Yeah,
smaller
might
sample
not even that
size,
many.
and probably would not justify spending tens of
Oh, I
millions of
think it-
dollars
I
on a
think it
production.
justifies it.
But
I think a series that's like over like maybe 4 seasons
Wind
that
Commander can do it.
that
Eve
did-
can do it.
I think a series that like over 4 seasons that was based on the discovery of the wormhole through like the Eve Gate, the initial colonization, and then the last season like having the collapse that threw everything on back into the Stone Age. I think that could be workable.
No, you know what's going to happen? They'll make an Eve movie, but it'll be made by Uwe Boll.
I don't know who that is.
House of the Dead, the Far Cry movie.
He makes like some of the
There was a-
worst video game adaptation movies ever. He's
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's
there was a
terrible.
Far Cry movie. I played
Don't
that game
ask
a
for
lot.
CCB to do this.
Exactly.
Dude,
There was a
it's
Far
gonna
Cry
be an
movie.
Uwe Boll movie.
That's funny.
I will give him this. He did make a competent movie, and it's called Rampage. And it's not
the one with
Oh,
the
awesome or
Rock?
anything. What? No. This is a Uwe Boll movie.
Oh,
And
I
he
think it's
made,
the recent one, like the video game Rampage movie with like the
that's
Rock.
what I
Oh, no,
thought
no,
he
no,
meant
no.
too. He was like, that's a terrible movie.
No. But
Let's
he actually made
Google
a
this
competent
because
movie.
because I call bullshit that Uwe Boll can actually do something good.
Believe it or not, he actually did. Go watch it. It is not based on any video game IP or anything like that, and he actually did a decent job. So I'll give him that. So,
Never heard of him.
but go watch it if you can find it.
Yeah, you got to provide a link.
It'd be interesting to
I'll
look
gi-
at
I'll
that
give
and
you-
notice if that was a project where he was only the director and like the video game ones he was the writer and director.
Sorry,
According to
I
Wikipedia,
I will-
Rampage is written and directed by Uwe Boll, and it
Uh-huh.
says it was Boll's first film to gain mainly positive reviews.
All right,
there
I have that clip if we want to watch that real quick.
Let's do it.
Where's this button? Ah. Okay. That's good.
I mean, ZCP always does good
Interesting.
trailers.
Yeah, they do. They always do great trailers. So,
So-
but I had a question on that same thing. So the content, the war for the hives rages on or is over or what?
The Drifter Crisis.
What do they win? I don't understand.
Excellent question, Dom. You're gonna have to watch the movie.
Wait till FanFest.
So that actually segues me into something I wanted to talk about a little bit. Does anyone have any FanFest predictions yet that they want to talk about?
I
I want to talk about Capsuleer Day 22.
my
whatever it is.
guess. Here's my
Drifter ship
predictions
lines.
for FanFest. They'll probably use this whole drifter thing for Capsuleer jump gates. Lots of people will get very, very drunk.
Wait, Capsuleer.
Especially CCP Swift and CCP Burger.
Wait. Capsuleer. They already have those. Ansiplexes are Capsuleer jump gates.
But I mean,
At some
using
point-
like using like wormhole space, like Capsuleer colonizable wormhole space.
At some point,
I feel like the
Hilmar
wormholes-
will go on stage. He'll be wearing a button-up shirt, but it'll be untucked, and he's going to ask for some sort of crowd participation and some sort of like slogan that he's going to chant, like "Eve Forever" or something like that. He's going to raise his arms above his head, and you're going to see his gut right there, and it'll be that'll be part of it.
Everybody will be loving
If that doesn't happen, I'll give you $1.
I'll hold you
Is it
to
a US
All right,
dollar or a
all
Canadian
right, but yeah, I
dollar?
was going to say that better be a US dollar.
A euro actually, because I'll be in
euro.
Europe at the time. I'll give you a euro, a real set of currency. You know what I mean?
The trying to think of
I predict that everybody here is going to Iceland is going to get a cool gift from me. So
As long as it doesn't get stolen.
I gotta bring some.
I don't think Dom. I don't think it was stolen. I think it was just it probably was damaged in transit. The envelope. So yeah.
a bummer.
That sucks.
Hear ye. I got a bunch of goods just off the back of the trailer. Just fell off. All for sale. Low prices.
Uncle Thelzar was gonna go, but there's been a hang up in his passport, and so he's not gonna have it in time. So he cannot go now.
So
Whoa,
I don't know if
hold on.
I don't know if he's watching, and I know he has mobility issues, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. he does.
But as long as you've got travel within, I want to say it's like 12 days or 14 days, if you go to a passport office, they will issue you one in the same day.
I'll have to let
that's
him
what-
know because
That's
he
what
was.
Kale did before coming to Iceland in 2023, and literally, like, he got his passport on Friday in Chicago, and we flew out Monday.
Okay. Yeah, because he's
Well,
under the
if you
impression he
don't
can't
live near
go.
where a
So
passport
and
office
he had a bunch
is.
of swag that he was promising to give people. So I was going to the weekend before FanFest. I'm going to drive over to Portland and hang out with him for an evening and get that swag to bring out to everybody. So
How far of a drive is Portland for you?
like 6.5 hours each way. So it's a bit.
Pretty drive, though, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Well, once you get through the deserts of Washington and you get actually down into like Northern Oregon, it's pretty nice.
But the deserts of Washington is where you can put the hammer down rides and make good time.
No, I don't. I get pulled over. I don't risk tickets. I've gotten enough tickets. It for me, it's like Harold and Kumar. You know, when he's like looking down the street, and then he takes one step in the street, and the cop's right there. That's that. If I'm going, I've gotten tickets for going 7 over the speed limit before. So I just I set my cruise control
That's some
5 over, and I
bullshit.
will not go more than that. I don't care. I do not do more than that ever.
Meanwhile, I'm over here literally speeding every day of my life.
I don't know how people do
I,
it. But
So Drayden, how
Same.
you know what I drive? How many speeding tickets do you think I've gotten in my life?
probably a lot less than I have.
That's an obvious answer.
I've had 11 speeding tickets.
Holy shit!
And I've never, and the highest one was going 11 over.
You're on a list, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, where I live, you're probably not. You would have to be doing something really crazy to even get pulled over for doing 11 over.
I got
Yeah,
pulled over doing
it's-
80, 84 and a 55 once.
Yeah, and there's people that they'll get pulled over for going 15, 20 over and they'll get a warning. I'm like, what is this warning you talking about?
Yeah, I
I've
got
had
a
2
warning.
warnings and 11 tickets. So like it's
I got
just,
a warning that time.
yeah,
84 and a
I don't
55.
understand how
The worst ticket I ever got was 87 and a 65, and that was when I was 16, driving back from a weekend away visiting a college guy in Madison, Wisconsin. And I was rushing back home because I lied to my parents and they didn't know where I actually was.
yeah, so I'm just like,
And
you know what? I don't care. You want to tailgate me? Fucking go for it. I'm not going faster. I will go 5 over and no more. That's just how I roll. And I haven't had ever since that. I haven't had a speeding ticket in 5 years because that's all I do now. So
I got 1 warning for speeding for going 13 over, but the cop was looking for drunks because it was a Friday night, and I was very obviously not drunk, so she just ran my license. It's like, I got you at 13 over. Slow down. But I have 0 speeding tickets.
a link thing in chat was no, there should be just a button peekaboo Pico.
Are you thinking about how to do it in the in Eve itself in the game client?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's HTML. So you gotta basically copy HTML into a notepad and then copy that HTML into the game into like chat in game, and they'll spit you out like a draggable link.
Sorry, we got diverted. Patch notes. Patch
No,
notes.
yeah. Speaking of E,
Speaking of EVE Online,
Patch notes, eh?
Where are the patch notes?
You got to go to the launcher.
yeah, you go to the launcher.
Go to the launcher. There'll be a thing there on the left called
launch-
patch notes.
yeah, man.
Excuse me. There's a link.
The Exile League.
There's a link in Twitch chat there for the if you don't want to go to the launcher.
Damn it, I just
Um, There's been a few little patches. Not anything.
They fixed
huge.
something on Mac for all of like the 7 people that use that.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, I am one of them.
Yeah.
There's more of us than that.
Congratulations.
clients do you have?
Okay, use 7 plus Skyhawk.
What's a Mac?
An actually good computer that has proper insane security built into the OS.
And no
A
video
terrible,
games
terrible
tailored to
fucking
it.
Negative Ghost Rider. I think you're referring to Linux.
Oh, Linux is better, but I mean they're both Unix based. There's inherent
Arch
benefits
brother.
from being Unix based.
I
Also,
think
not
both
having
really-
auto run is kind of a good thing.
What's that meme where it's like
I'm
Linux?
gonna make you. have to
Most
use
trains are run on me.
FreeBSD. Oh yeah, I saw that link. That was pretty good.
Fixed an
I don't
issue
know.
where kill marks wouldn't show on T3 strategic cruisers, so wormhole enjoyers got a fix on their ships.
T3C.
Peekaboo has a question about playing a game on an ultra wide curve versus to something like a 27-inch monitor. I have never played Eve on an ultra wide, but think that would be kind of interesting.
I've
So I
never
would be
had one.
I
got
would
a
think
black one.
that it would do some weird kind of stretching.
I'm sure you could
stuff or
size
something.
it. You could just size the client to
Multiple
whatever.
clients
yeah.
side by side.
So you
and
can
then
size it
do
to like like 2K, 4K, or 1080, whatever you want, and it would take up a portion of that screen. So you could probably put multiple windows in the same screen.
As a gentleman who plays on a 29-inch ultra widescreen monitor, it is incredible. I have so much room for activities in the middle of my screen. It does not stretch. Space, there's just more of it because, as it turns out, space is infinite.
Eve
It just-
resizes windows really well.
Yes, it's wonderful. It's 25. The resolution is 2560 by 1080.
Could you have like a 360-degree stretch, like?
I could, yes.
So
I
you
don't know
could
why you
see
would want to do
all
that.
around
wouldn't.
you.
You wouldn't see
You
all
can't see
around
any
you.
reason not
Weird
to
as
want
fuck.
that. I could see a couple of reasons.
I would
It actually sucks a lot for Eve.
I'd say
Sorry.
for Eve.
It's really cool for Star Citizen, but it sucks for Eve.
ew.
Gross. It's a dirty.
Well, we play
dirty
Eve in
game.
the sphere.
Yeah, we
in
don't
the
play
sphere in LA.
scam games
Las
here.
Vegas, excuse me.
Womp
I should
womp.
stop playing Eve on my 32-inch monitor because it was too big. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I went
I
back to 27.
I don't know. I
It
don't know
just
if I have
looked too good.
It just looked too good. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have
I mean, when I'm
27
running
or
all
29,
three clients,
but
I'll have it on it. But I prefer my 227s. I
Yeah.
got 227 and 132. Right. And I like
It's the
27
same
better.
view. There's no different view to it. It's just zoomed out differently.
yeah, I think I have 27s. I think that's a perfect size for monitors for me.
I got a 32 and 4 24s.
Got three
327.
327s and then a 26-inch as my like utility monitor.
But do you?
I
have
actually
any-
have 45 iPhone 4s arranged on my desk that I play Eve
Do
Online.
they
on.
got a dust card still?
I can
Hell
do you
yeah.
one better.
You got them all combined, so it looks like the
Fuck yeah, I got a dust card.
I have an
Fuck yeah.
original first gen working iPhone in my desk at work.
Wow.
I am shocked that that thing still boots.
Can you run Doom on it?
No,
Can it
absolutely.
run?
not.
Probably.
Absolutely hell not.
Can it run Crisis?
I bet you could. I bet you could.
Good.
I mean, an iPhone
They probably
compared
make
to a
it like
computer
original
back
Doom, 8-bit
in the
Doom.
1993, yeah, I could definitely run Doom.
Well,
I'm
let's
pretty
see.
sure you could
I'm-
put Doom on your Samsung smart fridge.
Yeah.
You could probably put it on the iPhone.
I mean, if they made Doom run off of a pregnancy test, I mean,
Yeah.
So the
Not even
original,
the digital kind. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
The
not being
original-
facetious. This is a legit.
It's got enough. Yeah. What does it need? It needs literally like 10K or something like that.
It's oh god, it's like I don't remember.
That'd be pretty interactive.
the original iPhone only had 128 megs of RAM.
That's all you need.
Doom system
Let's see.
requirements.
What was the CPU?
So it requires a 486 at a minimum of 66 megahertz, 8 megabytes of RAM, and 100 megabytes of hard disk space.
Okay, so it would have
Doom?
run on it. It would have run on it because its
But he's
CPU,
on fucking
What?
the Sega, right?
the CPU in the original iPhone was 412 megahertz. So it could have done it.
I think Doom needed that much. Damn.
Damn, that's so many monitors. Even if I had a higher computer, I don't know if I do more than 2 monitors because like, what am I gonna do with all that space? Maybe I go with third. I
like
might
4.
do a
I like having
third.
4. 3 are my working ones, and I've got a 4th one I keep like Discord on it. So I can just-
I know.
I just have
I'm
Discord,
wrong,
but you
but-
just put it on a. You
I
don't have
like
to
to be able to see who I'm talking to. I like to be able to see who I'm talking to.
You can
Yeah, I
listen.
do that. I've got a.
They have that new overlay.
Listening
They've
and
been.
seeing aren't the same thing.
Yeah,
I
but
like
they
to
have that
see
new
who I'm
overlay
talking
they're
to.
pimping out and like trying to put on everything, and then when you try to turn it off, they're like, "Why are you turning off our overlay? Please give us feedback." It's like because I don't.
Why
What
you
is
once
my
you turn them off, you have to
purpose?
turn them back on.
Yeah, what is my
I
purpose?
hate
Show
overlays.
Discord.
You show Discord. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
I do hate fucking overlays.
You serve butter.
You know what used to piss me off? There used to be a TeamSpeak overlay that just was so invasive. What the fuck's it called?
Man, remember
Overwatch.
TeamSpeak?
Yes,
Overwatch.
that one. Overwolf.
Overwolf.
Yeah.
If
Mum-
you
Remember the soundboard on
accidentally
TeamSpeak?
activated that once, you're
Mumble's
fucked.
supposed to
For
have
life.
it, and I turned it on.
No, I turned it off successfully.
I have
Don.
it turned on Mumble, and it doesn't work. Like I've tried everything. I've tried uninstalling, reinstalling Mumble. Like no matter what I do, the overlay on Mumble just doesn't work. So
Take the laundry from the dryer, put it in the basket, take it upstairs and fold it.
all right, fine. I don't have it upstairs. All right. I think that was supposed to patch
You
this.
got
There
him
wasn't a
getting
whole
the
lot.
evil eye right now.
I don't think there was a whole lot of.
Oh, that was Mrs.
That
Dom.
is odd. I deserve that.
Was it?
Oh, they're calling the cops on you. Spousal abuse, exactly.
Whoop,
you
whoop,
being
that's
abused,
summoned
Dom?
The police.
Didn't you see her? She just came on screen and beat me up.
Blink twice.
Do you need a place to
I
stay?
saw nothing.
Did you deserve it?
Yeah, I told her to take the shit upstairs and fold it.
Well,
Oh,
then
fuck.
not
That's your own
abuse.
fault.
Yeah, that's
That's your own
self-inflicted.
fault.
So, Dom, did you get
Like when you
darted?
get bit by a snake, people are going to ask questions. Were you fucking with it? Yeah. Okay, well, then you deserve to get bit.
Exactly. No offense, but like Miami Dom, he looks like a troublemaker.
Miami Dom.
That's him right there with his haircut and everything.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Miami
It's like
Dom.
like an 80s drug dealer or something.
He's
My
gonna
wife
run
says you're a
down.
smart man,
He's a
Elby.
drug kingpin.
He's going to wear a
run up to
blazer over a
a
tank top
Cuban sandwich from a food
and then
truck.
boat
You
shoes.
driving or flying down?
Modern
Don?
Tony Montana.
Ooh, what?
You driving or
Bro,
flying?
he's manifesting himself there. Are you kidding me? Look at him. Miami Dom. I love him. Love you, Dom.
Slick
Dom needs to
haircut,
get a,
shaved. I like 5
I'm a-
years older. Fuck yeah, baby.
Now, Dom, you gotta
Older.
get the pastel.
Younger, sorry, younger. I said older. I meant younger.
You need to get the pastel shirt, the white suit.
I already
Right.
have that shit, dude.
You
Yeah.
gotta get the Bren 10 and the Galco holster.
I said if I went to bed at a decent time on Friday night, I might get lucky.
Like-
It's not true, but whatever.
It's never true.
It's just a.
It's never true. Exactly. It's never true.
What is it? Domi Narctana.
And she said, "Tell them the truth." Yeah, my wife's a horny, crazy person. What can I say? I'm a lucky guy.
What else we got? Oh,
Trouble.
the Charity Cup finals are tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Did you see? You want to talk about the matchings?
Hey, what
yeah,
teams
right
are
here.
What's going on? Who's winning this thing or what?
We got Whelp Drive versus Magnet. Then Lazy Piglet versus somebody's Freedom Squad or fucking I don't know. The honky Delta for something versus Evasive Maneuvering.
Yeah, so I was kind of looking at some of these things because like a lot of the names are so Whelp Drive Active. I forget who that is, but Magnet Shinen Gishins just shoots or whatever. That's I want to say that's paper numbers. A lot of paper numbers, guys. Lazy Piglets is a lot of Tuskers dudes. Blahajadine Freedom Fighters. I forget who that is. Honkai Delta
That's
Force.
Neon Nightmares.
Neon Night. Okay.
The Femboy
Honkai
crew.
Honkai
We
Delta
love them.
Force
They're the
is.
best. They're the favorites to win everything.
Is it? I like Blahajadine.
You should
Who's
believe in
Hawkeye
them
Delta
every
Force?
opportunity you
Uh,
get.
Honkai Delta Force
I
is a
think that Redline
combination
is
of.
channeling Radicos right now.
Honkai Delta
channeling
Force is like
Radicos.
part. It's part frat and part Genshin Impact dudes. I think it's like 2/3 frat and a few Genshin Impact guys. Evasive maneuvering is evasive maneuvering. Rage sub. It's rage quit cancel sub. Shrimps is bugs. I think is a hybrid team of a bunch of dudes. That's. I think it's like you got some Truth Honor Light guys. I think you have a couple Hydra dudes. I think you have a couple. I think there's like a barcode guy in
Well,
there.
Truth
So
Honor
that-
Life is Hydra.
oh, is it okay? So yeah, it's like you have I think there's a paper numbers guy in that. So it's you have like that's like an amalgamation of a handful of like good teams. And that's who is left. So
Shrimps' bugs.
Shrimps' bugs.
I think Shrimps' bugs and Lazy Piglets
Rambo and I
are
go way back.
probably the
Yeah, they used to fly together.
more favored teams, but I like Magnets Shining Magnets Shining Geschütz. that's a mouthful.
Schutzen.
Is it Geschützen?
I would assume based on it.
I don't think so.
Let me look it up.
Why don't you spell it for us?
Well, the end is cut off, but I think it's just Magnet Shining Geschütz. It ends in like SCH U with an umlaut TZS or TZS or something like that.
Oh, it's like your shits.
Geschütz, yeah.
Sheets.
Lazy Piglets is who again?
Tuskers.
That's right. Yeah. And Rage sub cancel.
That's just Rage Quit Cancel sub.
But they've
They
done
just
a pretty
changed the
good
name
job
around a little
over
bit.
the years. Yeah.
Yeah. They're decent. Lahajadin. Like that team. I would have rooted for Gampima because I like Jita, but they're out, so
Hard to root for a team, but they're not in there.
that's you can still
How's your team
do it.
rated?
They did very well.
We O2'd. Like you do.
I mean, considering how well PL's done in the last couple of ATs.
It wasn't PL. Me and November, the only PL dudes, but November was flying. I was
beaming.
Oh yeah, it was like paper
Well,
numbers.
it actually falls right into line, right?
Not paper numbers. It was plug and play with November and a couple of. I think there was a Horde guy on there and some other dudes, but
You can still use Stream Decks. I don't because they're expensive.
but yeah. So what
You
is?
just can't use them to like create a macro to like automate gameplay.
Do you mean a Steam Deck or Stream Deck?
He said stream.
Stream Deck.
Isn't that
Stream
the thing
Deck,
for
yeah.
streaming?
It's gonna
Like
be
with buttons
tomorrow.
on it?
They're doing it on the
Just
CSP channel.
Manic has one.
Real quick, they're doing it on the CSP channel tomorrow though. 1700 Eve time is when the first match. Well, 1705, which is 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m.
Is that when the match
Eastern.
is? Is that when the commentary starts?
The match, the commentary. I think they
You got 30 minutes before. I think?
probably. I think it's only about 10. They're doing it kind of rapid fire, so I think it's about 10 to 15 minutes prior. So like five till 5 to. Let's see, you're on Central, so it'd be like 5 to noon for you. Is when the commentary will
Who are
start.
the talking heads?
There's a bunch of people. Rose is on there. They have Ali Arras was doing stuff.
I think Dirk is going to be on there tomorrow.
Deeps. Dirk might be on there now that he's not having to run 2 different streams.
I think Misty is again, right?
Misty is there. Jintan hasn't been on a ton, but he might be around.
There's no reason not to be now.
CSP Overload was there last weekend, so he might be there this weekend too. And then you have Fear Vina and Wingnut was there the first weekend. I don't know if he was there last time, but he was there the first week. And so you got a bunch of people coming around.
I know you're making Dirk Satil when he said that, but my mind thought of Dirk McGurk.
No,
again.
no, Dirk Satil.
Just the sheer hilarity of that.
I think Souther still is. He's running the what do you call it? The referees again.
Yep. Rain's reffing as well. Yeah, it's good. I've been enjoying it. So
the good quality group doing this.
It's 2 days. Okay, so tomorrow and then. So tomorrow is kind of like the final bracket thing lead up, and then Sunday is the finals. Quarterfinals, or no, semifinals and finals.
Correct.
But yeah, so if you like, and it's on the CSP channel again, so if you can earn points and get those Galnet skins,
unless you lose them all, listening to Drayden.
I did well Saturday. I did not do well Sunday.
I don't know who was I listened to. I lost. Like,
That's a negative.
I
Ghost
bet on
Rider.
I bet on Art the Goon team, and I lost a lot of points.
Yeah.
And then Dirk
Yeah.
told me I was stupid for betting on him. was
Day
like,
one, I
"Okay,
went from
relax."
2,000 points to 6,000 points in about an hour, and then day two, I dropped down to about 4,500 points. I think.
I went
So,
from 8,000 down to 3, and I was a little pissed.
yeah, that might be it.
It wasn't
Well,
your
the
fault.
last time the
Drayden. I
tournament
blamed
was
you,
on-
but it wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
I had to exercise so much self control because during the last times I was watching, I was coming up on crossing 10,000. So I was like, no, I'm not going to gamble any when I'm less than 1,000 away. And then ended up claiming it and getting a Galnet Hulk skin, which I've already got.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh, you already had it?
Yep.
I already have it, so yeah, I'm going to sell it.
Yeah. You can sell it and
I
then
didn't know
buy
you
a
could get
different one.
doubles on that. I thought
There's
they
a
were.
bunch of them on the
Oh,
market.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play it safe.
I
this
went
weekend
full
just
tilt
to,
after I lost a bunch. And
yeah,
then
I just
lost
want to get a skin. So
Timber made
Oh,
a
you said
great
you hate
Hulk
skins.
skin that I
Love
wish
them.
they
Skins are for
put in the
chumps, you said.
game, but they never will.
Did he say
What?
skins are for chumps? I could've sworn he
no,
said
I
that.
said I
No.
like skins.
Timber made.
Alright.
I don't know if you ever saw it. I think he played it in open comms, but it was a very. It was a good Hulk skin.
It's like the,
It should be called the Real American skin.
I don't know which one.
So Pukin did not get all the
It
coins
was a
done,
Hulk
Drayden,
Hogan themed one.
but I'll get.
So it was
I'll
all
get
red
some
and
of them
yellow
to
and
Raiden.
had like Hulk Hogan.
Ew.
Oh,
the
right,
Hulk.
right, yeah. You should. You're gonna hand
They
over
didn't
there.
all get done. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, brother.
All right. What else do we got?
I
Your
don't know.
face.
We never did answer the question of what people win on this race for the hives final results. If there's final results, then it has to be what was the win?
Bragging rights.
If it was a race, I don't get it. This is stupid. Does anybody point out what the victors got for this race?
Nope.
Am I wrong? It says race for the highs, final results, top 5 people. Top 5 people. What? What happened?
I don't
What
do
did they
the
get?
event thing.
Yeah, exactly. They should get something.
Yeah, do they, or is this there is nothing? So I'm not reading this wrong.
Bragging
There is no reward for this. It's just now I'm really disappointed in it.
Just a
Is it-
race.
I like it.
Immeasurable?
If I'm racing for something, there better be a prize. That seems fucking fair.
It's racing for charity, Dom.
That's not what it says though. I'm fine with that. It didn't say that. This is race for the hives. Final results.
Get some eucalyptus.
It's
Peekaboo,
for the hives.
we are a mix of people.
I don't know.
There's
I'm irritated.
people from Imperium and people from PanFam here,
and
I'm
people
affiliated
from
with-
neither.
People from none of your fucking business.
No.
We have a
MPX is recruiting.
we
Peekaboo.
have a
We are
Zarzakian
amazing.
here as well.
Zarzak.
What an amazing group.
PCP.
Drayden used to be part of us, so we kicked him out.
TCP, you gonna provide that audio for LB?
Multiplex Gaming.
MPX is a corp
Yeah.
in.
LB,
Yeah,
if you don't
multiplex
have
gaming.
that by
TNT.
FanFest, I will ask every CCPer I can about that for you.
I even asked in the dev chat on the CCP Discord earlier today. I thought of you. I was like, man, I'm gonna ask for him today.
Did they respond at all?
No, nobody did.
Okay.
I was disappointed.
Rep.
No, that'll be something that I was thinking
Disappointed or
I would
surprised
talk
or both?
I would try to find someone at the charity dinner at CCP HQ because that'll probably be my best opportunity for like FaceTime with that kind of a dev.
Yeah, maybe you get Helmar, or at least you can ask Helmar to direct you to the right person.
Well, I mean, last time I was at the charity dinner, I ended up getting to talk to Ritati for an hour, so like he would also be another good person.
Yeah, because you're the one person that wasn't gonna just absolutely rip on Bertati for
Oh, yeah.
unpopular decisions.
Yeah, I watched him go because it was about like 40-45 minutes into the night before he ended up over at our table, and I watched him like make a slow circuit of the room, but he didn't stay at any table very long, and he kind of like by the time he got to our table, he walked up to us with what looked like a little bit of like uncertainty on his face.
Or like a man going to a interrogation.
Which I personally I've always thought that the drama against Rattati was just overblown, similar to how it used to be. But he was just the latest target. People moved on from Fozzie.
Well, any dev that publicly announces changes that people don't like is
But
going
they
to
become,
be the target.
yeah,
For
if
sure.
you present yourself as the face, you are also then going to be the one receiving the hate.
Exactly.
And that's why I hope to God that the community doesn't turn on Okami, because Okami is new. He's an American coming in from, other video game companies and no prior knowledge of EVE really.
Okami, the thing though with Okami is that he's going to get a lot of grace with that opening dev blog it has.
I hope so, but I I wonder how long that lasts, because let's be honest, we're not exactly a community known for being or for giving any CC peer much grace for very long.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
not a
there's
lot.
been some CCPers that have had a lot of leeway with the community. Like Seagull was one. I know Burgers got in a lot of grace from the community.
But they also didn't come in with ground shaking changes. That's important, right? You got to time your shit. Does that make sense? You know,
Well,
you got to time
like
it.
this gaming community has an higher than average age than most, right?
Mhm.
These are all mature professional adults, right? They would
Yep.
never call for someone to lose their job over a fucking video game, right? That would never happen
Not this
in
community.
this community.
No,
No,
this is
no.
very, very
Never.
mature.
Never. No
never.
one would call for mass firings at a fucking video game developer because they're my pixels. Fuck off.
A fucking
When I say
man, LB.
mature, I mean
Mature in
Age
age,
wise.
old. Yeah, I just mean old.
smooth in brain.
But
Absolutely.
people also have high expectations. It's kind of
I get high a lot. I expect
Yeah.
things.
Most of those people with high expectations though have zero background in any sort of like IT or coding or video game development
And
background.
have
Yeah.
unrealistic expectations.
Why don't
Why
they
can't
just
you
make
rip
this
apart the
feature?
spaghetti code and do this and do that?
Just make
and-
this server better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try
yeah,
hard. They
throw
should try
more
harder.
RAM at it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Download more.
Download more.
Do better.
download
do
more
better.
RAM.
The 2 terabytes of RAM clearly aren't enough.
Just fucking sync it with OneDrive. How hard is that?
Have you looked at
How hard
what
is
the
it?
server specs
Can't be
are
that
for the
hard.
current version of TQ hardware?
Yes, and they are like when they first came out with them, it was like balls to the walls of what like they could do with the money that they had. I mean, and people just don't understand like the computing power of what that server can do.
Well, yeah, like
It's mind blowing.
because the example that I always give to
You're
people
saying they
when
should
like
try harder.
talking, the example I always give when I'm talking to people about it is Eve. The fundamental problem for the server is scaling on grids. So, like, say for example, Alex and I are the only 2 people on grid, and I lock him up and start shooting him. The game really only has to like handle updating both of our clients for what each other is doing. Now you add in 300 people, 150 people on 2 opposing fleets, and every time someone does that, like that's just an exponential growth curve.
Yeah, I was just about to say that it's not logarithmic like some people think. It's definitely exponential because you're having to calculate. You add in 2 people, and then you gotta that's not too many calculations, but you add in 300. That is a shit ton of calculations for every single fucking client doing
In a game
everything
with
for
a
everybody else.
1-second server tick.
I think
Yeah,
was
and
it
it's-
1? I thought it was
it's pretty
2.
fucking amazing. No, I think
Isn't
I
Eve
think
2
he's
second
right.
server
I think it's
ticks?
2.
I think so.
It's 2 seconds.
Like it
It's
can.
one in, one out.
I think they made it to where it can feel like one because it can queue things up. But I think
Yeah,
I think on the technical side it's 2-second server tick. But unless they change
I
something,
think you're
maybe
right,
I'm
Greg.
wrong.
It's always been a
Nope,
1 second
It's
server.
yeah,
tick.
Has
it's
it always been
it's
one? Okay.
yeah. The server tick is 1 hertz.
Okay.
It sometimes definitely hurts. All right.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. That was too good to pass up.
But Vlad, I will just give you a golf clap for that. That's pretty good.
Since it hasn't been really mentioned yet, although we talked about it a lot on the server, shot for the 11th eruption popping off in Iceland this past
Ooh.
week. Looks like it's already fizzled out.
Ooh.
So it's a premature ejaculation.
Evacuation of lava. Premature evacuation.
Premature eruption.
We were talking about it a little bit before the show, but
Egyptian.
I'm going to keep watching this and like looking at all what like all the volcanologists at the Icelandic Met Office are saying about it. I'm slightly more optimistic than I was the day of the eruption that there might be one when we're there. Although there is also some like reason for concern. The eruption, if the earthquake swarms that are going on mean that it's moving in the northwest or northeast direction, if it pops up there, that would be an eruption within a kilometer of the main road going from the airport to Reykjavik, because it's a 40-minute bus ride from the airport into the city.
Oh, I always wondered why is the airport in Keflavik and not just in Reykjavik?
So
Because
the
the U.S. Air Force built it.
well, no, yes, but that's not why it's there. So the Reykjavik City Airport was the primary airport, and it's right there in Reykjavik. But it couldn't handle the growth in size and traffic. So, and it's limited in like growth because it's literally like surrounded by the city. So they split it and they made it so that that airport is now just commercial traffic inside of Iceland only. And then out in the Reykjanes Peninsula, they build additional runways out where the U.S. military had already built a base, and they set up the big international airport out there.
Okay. So if we
Did you
built
say it's their
that
11th eruption?
It's since this round of them started in 2021.
So that's their free one, right?
Yeah, it was weeks
So you-
also.
You get 10 and then you get one for
Get
free.
10 stamps on the card, and then you get a free sandwich, right?
Yeah.
What was also concerning though about this eruption, the town of Grindavik that's had like these huge earthen berms built around it. Part of the fissure that opened up went on the wrong side of that berm, so there was lava coming up
funneled
past
into
the
the town.
fences. But it came up like literally right on the other side of the barrier, so it wasn't actually close to the homes. And since the eruption didn't last long, nothing got damaged, but it was pretty close,
So it's like they circled the wagons, but the call was coming from inside the house, type of thing.
basically.
Okay.
Which that's happened before. There were 3 houses in Grindavik early on in the eruption series that got taken out.
I think to answer Pearl, I think the Blue Lagoon has reopened.
They reopened months
Yeah.
ago. That lava went through their parking lot, and they were back open like a month and a half later.
They're already
Because I was looking at it. I was.
they closed and evacuated when this eruption started popping off. They've gotten really good at evacuating any time of the day in under an hour. Yeah, because the road that you take getting the fuck out of there has been taken out by the lava flows not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. So like when that eruption goes off, you want to get the fuck out of there immediately.
No, I'll just chill in the pool. If you're in the water, the lava can't get you, right?
Well, so during one of the eruptions,
you'll be steamed like a lobster.
During one of the eruptions, they actually pumped water out of the Blue Lagoon to cool the lava to try to slow the advance, because that was when it was getting over the barrier that surrounds Blue Lagoon and the power plant there.
So you can help. You can be in the Blue Lagoon and kick lava or kick water at the lava.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Be
There you go.
gone, lava.
I'm saving Iceland.
That's just like a frog, right? If you're in the lagoon and it starts to get hotter and hotter, as long as you stay in the lagoon and it slowly goes up, you'll be fine.
Never
So
noticed.
just doing cannonballs into the pool. That's it's like I'm helping.
All I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is that if you're gonna stay in the
Nice.
Blue Lagoon, let me know so I can bring a bare ass container of Old Bay.
Old Bay.
A big ass container
You
of what?
just go in full. It's like, oh, man, might as well cannibalize. You know, when
Nah.
volcanoes happen.
Wanted to smell good.
You've never heard of Old Bay?
It's
Yeah.
the
Old
seasoning
man.
for seafood. It's like
Why would you want a canister of Old Men? That didn't sound good at all.
Oh
I
my
said-
god.
Hey,
I'm-
yeah,
You're
Old
gonna
Bay
be-
seasoning. It's
even
like a
sounds
seafood
crab,
seasoning usually,
You
but
might as well
Sound good.
dump a ton of seasoning
Canister of
on it.
Old Men?
I've heard it
That's
used on
gonna
like
smell, that's gonna smell bad.
it's used on like fries and stuff too sometimes. But
It's
just
good. Let me find a link to the PETA versus the seafood place meme war.
I mean,
It's
it's
just-
just
Now I know Delano would like this. Instead of Old Bay, bring some Slap
Old
Yo
Men?
Mama.
I love Slap Your Mama. It's good.
Dude, Slap Your Mama. Is
Canistered
some
up Old
The-
Men.
there's like the
good-
mild, which is good, but like the spicy stuff, that's spicy as fuck. Like legit.
Shit makes
spicy
my
as
mouth hurt
fuck.
just hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
like it.
I'm actually there's some hot sauces that I picked up when I was in Iceland last time that I'm going to like be looking out for again.
Yeah.
'cause they're really good.
I remember I was eating a corn on the cob, and I was like, oh, because my parents is that they're having a barbecue at their house, and normally they have the mild one, so I was like, I'm gonna put some of this on my corn on the cob, and I just like put a bunch of it on the corn on the cob. It was the hot one though, and I didn't know it, and I was like eating it. I got like just one line across on the corn on the cob. I was just like,
Did you immediately grab an ice cube and start rubbing it on your eyes?
no, I ate the whole cob, but it was pain, and I was like, Dom would have
I
died.
wanna- I wanna see
I actually
somebody
thought
do
I was
that
like,
again. Oh, I
Dom
would've
and, Dom and
died,
Rain
no.
would be like buried in the backyard at this point.
Well, I would probably be asking somebody to take me to the hospital. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
We were in New Orleans, and Dom was like, "This sandwich is too spicy. You want it?" I was like, "He's like, it's a shrimp sandwich." I'm like, "Cool, okay." And I took a bite, and he's like, "It's spicy." I was like, "No, it's not spicy at all." But I was like, "Bleh, "There's fucking mustard all over." it."
I like mustard, but
I
don't
was like, dude,
spicy.
it was like lathered with so much mustard. I was like, oh god.
So
no, I don't want
Dom
that
and
either,
Dra-
but not for the spice.
Dom and Drayden won't appreciate this, but for everyone else. So this is Smarty's Volcano Sauce is the brand, and then this is the Askja.
That looks like a verde salsa.
Why
Yeah,
would Drake
it's
not
green.
like this? I get why I would.
Tomatillo sauce.
I thought Drayden didn't like spicy too.
No, he
I
loves
love
spicy
I love
shit.
spicy
Oh,
stuff.
well, okay.
No, I'm
never
the
mind.
opposite of
Then-
them. I
Oh,
love
don't you
spicy
remember him
stuff.
Okay,
rubbing the
sorry.
fucking ice cubes on his eyeballs after he did
Now
the
that
spicy
was
challenge?
because the bomb.
Well, that's because you drank a lot.
bomb
and then
beyond
it
insanity
got
is some
stupid.
stupid shit.
I've
Yeah,
been actually
fuck the bomb.
I
And
love
he's
this
drinking
stuff on my
heavily
script.
before.
Scott, go.
I love this stuff on my scrambled eggs. Like that, like I had scrambled eggs earlier. And
I'll put salt on my scrambled eggs.
I don't put
Does that
I don't
count?
put hot sauce on most things. Like I
What's
like
as
spicy
as it
stuff,
gets,
but
salt.
I'm not a fan of like spicy scrambled. Scrambled eggs, salt and pepper. That's what I'm after.
Tiny amount of pepper.
cheesy with some hot
If I'm-
sauce on top. It's so good.
I'm fine with
Gross.
like
Yeah,
a
but
like
that's put
spicy
fucking ketchup on
soups,
'em, yeah.
spicy soups, or spicy like tacos, spicy
A1
wings.
steak sauce works too.
What
wings and
about
stuff like that.
Asperger's?
But I'm not a fan of like just putting spicy in everything. Like it's like I don't know.
How do you
like,
guys? How do you feel about A1 steak sauce and scrambled eggs? And if you've not
On
tried
steak?
it, you've not
It
tried
actually-
it, try it.
It was
I-
good on
it-
steak.
No,
It's pretty good.
Like I honestly just it's like salt and pepper, and if you want to put some cheese on the eggs, I'll do that. But that's about it. I don't really put sauce on
Heinz
the eggs. I
57
don't want
sucks. A1 is good.
like
right?
A1's
Yeah.
fine. If you put A1 on a steak, I'll eat it. But like honestly, I
But
don't.
Heinz 57 sauce is like ketchup and like thumb in the
don't-
butt stuff. It's gross.
I don't dislike A1.
What about 3?
But I don't really add A1 to anything intentionally. If it's on there, I'll eat it, and it's fine. It's
So,
good,
actually-
but I don't intentionally
Fancy
put
ketchup. There you go.
A1 on
Fancy
things.
ketchup. Yeah.
Vlad,
It's got a little
I
tang
just
to it.
A steak
just
shouldn't need
used my
sauce on
le-
it.
I just used my last 3.6 Rankin yesterday morning when I had my scrambled eggs.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't
A good
use
steak
hot
doesn't need
sauces
sauce,
often. Like
right? It's just-
wings, sure, But I like spicy stuff, but I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't really add hot sauce to things. Like
Good way
rarely.
to help wake up in the morning.
Usually, if
I
I'm
like my
if
eggs
I'm
have a
wanting
little
something
salt on 'em.
spicy,
That's-
I'm usually like
yeah.
adding just like
Very good.
cayenne. Like I'm not adding hot sauce to things. I'm just like I'm gonna put this cayenne in my soup. That'll make
I
it
don't think I've ever had
spicy.
Heinz taco sauce.
Or I'll put some red pepper flakes or something like that. So that adds the spice that I want without having to like put in, because like the sauce has a lot of times the sauce have like a vinegar flavor or
So
something
put
like
a
that.
little
It's like
Tabasco in your milk, right?
it's like that'll have like it
yum.
has like a vinegar or different flavors. I'm like I just want the spice added to the flavor that I already have. I don't want to change the flavor by adding this hot sauce that has other flavors in it. So it's like that's why I usually will just do like cayenne or
How you
red
build
pepper
it, that's how you
flakes.
build a good fire. You have to layer the wood to build good heat.
And
Oh, eat that.
So-
fuck the bomb. The
Earl?
bomb is the worst.
Pearl, they actually do bottle that product, but they don't sell it in the States, apparently.
The taco sauce?
Yes, Heinz does
Huh.
bottle it. I don't know what country .ie is. I'm assuming a European one.
.ie.
Oh, that would probably would be Ireland, yeah.
Would it
Yeah,
be
I put-
IRE?
He's Iceland.
No, no, Iceland is .is. And the country codes are 2 letters.
Why is it S? There's no S in Iceland.
Yeah, no shit.
There is
In
in,
There is an
uh,
E in Iceland,
though.
in
There is an E.
Icelandic there is.
Oh, look at them using their own language.
What the fuck? They should use English. Don't the rest of us speak English?
Damn. Now you're gonna tell me like Germany is like DEU or something like that, not DEU.
No, Germany is DE.
DE.
Oh
And
man.
Pearl, I mean,
Deutschland.
it probably isn't the exact same product as what we get in packets here in the States. It's probably modified somewhat for, local tastes, as they do.
So Skyhawk, there actually is a .su country code top level domain, and guess what country it was for?
Suramar.
No,
Sumatra.
no.
Belarus.
Y'all are thinking way too modern.
France.
Soviet Union.
Oh, damn.
Really? That I would have thought that would have been
Well, I guess
USSR.
at the late 80s.
Timber! What's up?
I did
2
say
weeks
Belarus.
to go. Yeah,
Timber,
get
right?
excited. Wait, is it 2
Soviet
weeks?
Union.
For you,
I mean, it
I
was
wish
part
I
of it.
Oh, I was like, wait, hold on. Is my calendar fucked up? No, I got
No.
three,
Timber,
3
Timber
weeks and a couple days.
Since Timber's practically half circumnavigating the globe, he's going for some extra time.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I don't think we need to talk about whether he's circumnavigated or not.
Yeah, that's a little personal.
That's a little personal.
That's none of your business.
Well, unless he wants to tell us. I'll listen if he
Circumscribe.
wants to tell us.
What if he circumscribed?
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Needs a compass for that.
I mean, I don't know. Like that. Some actually like in this day and age, like travel mutilation is kind of frowned upon. So
Travel
So
mutilation.
Timber, are you connecting through
That's
Europe or through the
awful.
United States to get to FanFest?
Neither. He's going through Dubai.
yeah.
Yes, but they don't fly directly from Dubai to Iceland.
Oh, well, I mean,
Oh, I thought he was.
Yeah, that
he's-
I probably wouldn't recommend going through America at this point. You might get detained by fucking ICE for some stupid fucking reason.
oh, seeing the European tourists.
Yeah, I would like if you're not an American citizen, avoid the country. I would strongly recommend that. Like it's.
It's bad
We
if you're a
should
citizen, avoid the
divulge
country.
into a political tangent, but it's fucking it's fucked here. So just don't.
Now,
I
Drake,
mean,
if
well,
you-
because
if
it's
you're-
relevant, I just hope that coming back into the States that there's not extra hassles and headaches dealing with customs. Last time it was smooth sailing for me, and they literally gave like 0 fucks about being over on like limits for bringing stuff back in. It was great, and I have a
I get paid
Global
20% tax.
entry.
is so nice.
Can't wait.
Dude, you know
I
how
can't
long
wait.
it took me to
Probably.
clear customs coming back from FanFest in 2023? It
So-
took me over an hour because of O'Hare.
Yeah. When I came back
global
from
entry
Toronto.
coming back.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Global entry coming back in 2023 wouldn't have saved me any extra time. And also my point being more that global entry won't help you if the person screening you is having a bad day or chooses that for whatever reason to, make
There's
sure your day's not great.
Take out their day on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
there shouldn't be like any screening though. I mean, you just go up to the kiosk, you scan your passport, answer a couple of questions, and
I
that's it.
That's
You just
normally
go
But
true.
they
through.
can, but they can
Skyhawk
still.
is on lists.
It's,
Yeah.
well, and
It's
that's
on lists.
exactly what. Well, I've said a lot of things very publicly on social media that the administration probably doesn't like.
it was when I went
Maybe
to
I just
Toronto
want to let.
for the Eve North
Invoke
meetup. When
the
I went to
fifth.
Toronto, my time in customs in Canada was I think about 25 minutes, but 15 of that was because I didn't know how to scan my passport on the thing. There's like the glass thing, and I kept trying to put it like face down. I'm like, it won't scan. And I had to like ask for after like I was like, I don't want to sound like an idiot, so I just tried to figure it out for like 10 minutes, and I couldn't figure it out. And then like one of the agents like noticed, like, do you need help, sir? I'm like, yeah, it won't take my passport. And they're like, no, the camera's coming down like a projector, so they flip my passport up. And it's like beep, and just scanned it instantly. I'm like, thank you. I was like, I'm stupid. All right, so like that was half of my time in customs there. And then when I came back from Canada in Seattle, fuck, it was like an hour going through that shit. And they're like questioning me. I'm like, I have a U.S. passport. I'm a U.S. citizen. Why are you like grilling me on the fuck? What are you doing? Like,
Because you look like fucking.
it's like I
Sasquatch.
was in Toronto for like 4 days. What do you? I mean,
Anytime you're over 8 foot tall, you're gonna
Yeah.
get questioned. I'm sorry, it's just a
yeah,
fact of life.
it was just like
Get used to it.
It is a fact that Drayden is 8 foot.
8'7".
I mean, I keep getting taller.
7.
A thing that's also good for you guys to know, because I know we talked about this at one point or a few times. It was looking like the new ETIAS travel policy for Europe was going to be in place this year. They have now delayed it into 2026, so that there's no extra like permitting or anything you have to do. Although in future FanFest, if you go there, you will have to pay a small fee and like essentially register ahead of time. It's not quite
register
a
for what?
visa for
Oh.
travel.
If you're gonna meet me,
Oh, to just go to the
For-
EU?
It's just like the
Yeah,
EVC
for-
you have to do to go into the
Yeah.
US if you're not a citizen.
That's
there's,
right.
there's a fee. There's a small fee.
I probably won't be going to that.
I was just
hoping
mostly
Seattle.
bringing it up so people know that like there is nothing extra you need other than a valid passport, and make sure your passport expires more than 6 months after your return home.
Yes, or will get denied boarding in the US and you will have a very, very, very sad time.
And yeah,
And that happened to
Amber,
someone in
applies
2023.
that applies to the Schengen area, which Iceland is in Schengen. It is not in the EU.
I think if I do the next international one, I mean, I'm doing FanFest, but it'll probably be a ways down the road. But Eve Down Under sounds
do
fun as
Seattle.
fuck.
August 8th.
Well, no, I'm doing
to the 10th
Seattle. That's
in
not
Seattle.
international though for
I've
me.
been
I'm saying the
down
next
to get there
international
myself.
one. Like I'm doing FanFest this year, and then Seattle this fall, and I'm probably not doing a meetup next year, so I could buy a new computer and save money. Maybe pay off some credit cards.
Probably a good idea.
But eventually down there, I would love to either do Eve Down Under, or I don't know if they still do Amsterdam or not.
Bro, they're still gonna do it. I don't know how many people are gonna go. It's kind of lost its luster since the goons aren't doing it anymore. They're doing a good job, but from Pearl and I's aspect, we're both goons. Lot less of our friends are going to it.
It's lost its luster for me, not because Goons took it over, just because
I know.
I've been there like I
But
went there
I-
like 9 times in
No, it
10
hasn't
years. I went there 9 times, and so it's like I want to go other places. That's why Toronto
And if
was
C- if
awesome.
CCP
New
supported
Orleans is
it, I would go
awesome.
back.
It's like I'd like to not go to the same place year after year. I would like to try some
That's
new
right.
things.
I would really like to get like going off of like what Redlines brought up before, get a good group of people that are spread out geographically around the country that like are good at organizing and can work together, and essentially like take turns having meetups in different cities and like moving it around like either the Midwest or even other parts of the country.
Just do
It's
like
like-
a Eve Tokyo.
Well, what and
Probably
I
is.
was
It'd be expensive
talking
as
with
fuck, but it'd
CCP
be fun.
Convict with this in New Orleans. It's that there is still the market for the CCP run meetups, but it has to be in a destination city, which basically really limits you to New Orleans, Vegas, Orlando, even San Diego, kind of. But it's one where CCP would be willing to put their marketing money in
Into it, yeah.
because if they run a meet for North America, that means they have to pull marketing dollars from other budgets, other marketing budgets, and it's do the executives think that they're going to get their return on their investment? Now, I think doing Orlando would be great because Epcot around the world for the pub crawl would be fucking amazing, and it's also
It's
it's
a little pricey, but yeah.
different. It's something different, and because it's Orlando, like Eve players that have families, that have kids, they can come to it because it's like Eve Vegas. If
Tell you what.
got kids that are under 21, there's not much to do in Vegas. But
I'm going to be doing that around the world thing next Wednesday. I'll let you know how much it costs, and that way people know. I'm literally doing that on Wednesday. So
I did it in 2021 with a friend of mine, and I think we spent 150 or 200 bucks.
And that's not bad.
No, and that's doing we did skip a cut. We skipped like France because there just wasn't anything there we wanted. We looked at the menu where it was like, what? It was like, there's nothing here.
How many choices were there? I got the haircut from my mom, Pearl.
20, I think.
Okay, I didn't know how many the choices were. So yeah, I'll be in Florida on Sunday night. I'm here for a week. So anybody who wants to hang out and have a drink in the area, hit me up. I'll be checking Discord daily.
Well, Drayden, I know they do G Fleet, which is in Germany.
Yeah, and then there's also Amsterdam. I don't know if they still do that, but that was in Amsterdam. That would be fun too.
I'm saying like that'd be London too. So.
Yeah, Eve London would be fun.
Some friends of mine.
Dirk is one that he does that. So
yeah,
there's also Eve Vienna in Europe. Vienna, Austria.
I want to do that, but they always do it out in the suburbs where you have to like take either a taxi, rent a car, or take the S-Bahn, and it's not really that convenient for the S-Bahn.
Is Vienna Austria?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Vienna is the capital of Austria.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Whereas I'd be more inclined to go if they did it in the Innerstadt, which is where you can take the U-Bahn and get there or walk.
And Val says,
even
if the Japanese currency is low, I doubt it. It depends on where you go in Tokyo, but it's still going to be expensive, and the flight is expensive. I think just a round trip flight to Tokyo and back is like $1,600 for me. $1,500, maybe.
And you're on the West Coast.
How bad is it
twice as much for me? Yeah.
Like, how bad is it getting out to Australia for you?
You've got
probably 2,000, I would guess.
Yeah.
Like Seattle to Sydney. I'm sure they have direct flights there, but that'd be expensive.
I don't think to Sydney from Seattle. I think you got to go to LA, but they've got direct flights to Tokyo for sure.
I bet they probably have direct flights from Seattle, but they might be more expensive. It might be cheaper to lay over in LA. I don't know. I'm all down for layovers. If it's a massive layover that saves me $50, I might be like, not worth it. But if a layover is going to save me $300-$400, hell yeah, give it. I'll wait.
Oh yeah.
Like,
even a day, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if I have that much more money to spend on vacation, I'm totally down sitting on my ass in a terminal for like a few hours.
Unless it's like 3 days or something, yeah.
Right. I mean, if it's like an 8-hour layover, no, fuck that. But if it's like a 2 to 3 hour layover, hell yeah, I don't care.
Well, that's what I'm looking at for going to Seattle. My first thought was to drive to Nashville and take a direct flight, but if just flying out my home airport is like $400 more by the time I include the extra hotel night and gas to drive to Nashville and back, it may just be about an even cost to just fly out my home airport. And at that point, it's kind of like,
why you always fly first class? So like, I feel like if you just flew coach, it'd be like price or less.
I look at the prices. If the prices are nuts, I don't fly first.
Oh, okay.
Going to New Orleans, the price I think I paid $400 for economy plus, and first was $1,000.
Yeah,
that's a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if it's $200 difference, maybe it's worth it.
Yes. Well, like New Orleans last year, I was able to use credit card points, and first was $650 versus $450 for economy plus. At that point, it's like, yeah, it's worth it.
If it's also, it's got to be a long enough flight, right? It has to be a long enough flight to and for that extra comfort to be worthwhile. But the 2-hour flight, not worth it.
Yeah, it's like I could
put up and sit in a fucking hammock for 2 hours.
I will sardine myself if it's only for a couple hours. I'll sardine myself for for 8 hours. I don't care.
100%. Yeah, but if it's a 4 or 6 hour flight, that
Yeah.
extra comfort makes a big difference.
If I was
As long as
flying
I've got
to
a
like
window,
Calcutta,
I'm good.
I would probably think about maybe a little more comfort. But
So going to
Um,
Iceland, on Iceland Air, economy would have been $500, and it's not economy plus, so it's standard economy. So 17.5-inch wide seats, 31 inches of pitch. They don't have economy plus. Saga was $1,000, and that easily if a lot of travel bloggers kind of say that the good rate to look at for one to upgrade is $100 per hour of flight time, and that easily is better than that. So it's like, okay, do I pay $500 for economy for round trip in economy or $1,000 round trip in Saga? That was a no-brainer. $1,000 round trip to Iceland and Saga is about how much I'd pay in normal economy to go anywhere in Europe.
Great. Now you drinking coolant?
me?
Hmm.
Somebody's asking.
It's
Pretty much. It's pretty much
No,
coolant.
it's ruby red squirt mixed with vodka.
Yeah,
It's
coolant.
it's delicious. It's berry grapefruit vodka drink.
Dude,
Or cherry
I'm in
Kool-Aid. I
when it
followed
comes-
a recipe from like I don't know some place in
So-
Jonestown
What kind of
and
squirt was that? It was
Gondwana
actually
or something.
cherry squirt. Is that what you showed me?
Oh my God, Drayden, did you
It's-
seriously go there?
Yeah, I mean, like it was like some recipe from Jonestown. No, ruby red squirt.
Ruby red squirt. That's
I
penis.
thought squirt was already
Squirt
ruby.
is grapefruit, but ruby
Like
red
it.
squirt is berry grapefruit.
Squirt is pee.
Oh, fancy.
dude,
Where does
now
pee,
I- now
ruby
I
red
actually got
Squirt is
Trouser
pissed with-
snake.
Yeah, no, it's no, we're not going there. I have an explanation. We're not
So,
going to go there.
no,
Hold on, did we
Drayden
finish all the Eve stuff
swearing.
before we go down any other
Before we
roads?
go down fancy
We're
pants?
14 minutes from the after show.
Yeah, we've been down. I don't know how it's like a black hole. Which, by the way,
I got one Eve story for you before we go.
Becky Meth Start or what's her name? Not Meth Start. Don't start meth.
Jesus Christ.
We
Big
already
corner,
talked-
Becky.
We already talked about Becky.
Dr. Becky, the physicist that's gonna be at FanFest. But like it's like the black hole thing. Like it doesn't matter where we go with the show, we always funnel down to like Eve meat discussion and travel. Like, oh, how do we travel to this
Well,
place? It always ends up there. How do we end up here?
So there's a thing about that actually that I think makes sense. We gravitate towards it because at the end of the day, that is the thing that like keeps us here. Like in Eve and doing the show is we like going to these meetups, seeing our friends in person and having a drink with them, hanging out and getting to explore, whether it's exploring a new city, going on a tour where you get to go into a glacier, going to see a volcano erupting, God willing. Like this is why we do this.
I don't know. Valamir's got my attention now.
Yeah. An Eve story
Rattlesnake
with
and
a
an apple. Let's
rattlesnake
hear
and
it.
an apple. Don't need.
What?
I don't know. He said it, not me. So Pearl is the only person that's going to appreciate this. So Drayden raided Anarchos a few times and got to know him. He's a great streamer. He's a fun streamer.
I like
He
Anarchos.
did that
It's
cool 07 thing, yeah, right? And turns out he's like my corporation's mortal enemy.
Really?
Yeah, he's packed sex in game, and he's been our like bane forever, right? Because
What
he's
group
better
do-
than we
I don't
are.
know, what
and
group
he
does he
picked
fight
on
with?
us himself.
Oh, he's just a solo. He's just a solo pirate
He
that
just
is
picked on us and killed my people all the time.
pack
Yeah, pack
sex.
sex. Pearl knows him, so it turns out I've become friends with him. It's like because he's a great dude, right? He's a great dude. And I was like, oh my god, I can't tell my fucking corp mates I'm friends with Pack Sex now.
Yeah, I'm.
But I told him anyways.
That was probably my plan on who to raid when we're done later tonight. He's usually streaming when we finish, and I do.
Yeah, and he's a great streamer.
I
He's
do
fun.
like
him.
Anarchos. He's very entertaining. It was funny because the other week we raided him, and he has this new thing where you can do a command in there. You basically you get the YouTube, like a music video from YouTube or something, and you just cut off all the like the watch equals or whatever. You take the little code that's at the end of that, and you just do like exclamation point jukebox and then space, and you put that code, and it will just put it into the playlist, and it'll just play that song on it. It's really
have to have
cool.
the bot,
It's,
though, right?
it's a neat bot. It's a bot thing that runs it, but it's neat because then you can request music to play, and so, and I don't know if people are doing it intentionally or on purpose. So the guy's Brazilian. So, he speaks Portuguese, but everyone's playing like these like Spanish, Hispanic songs, like
I did.
and
It's funny.
and it's like I wonder, it's like, were they just like doing that as a joke? Like, oh, it's South America, so it's got to be Spanish, but it's like, yeah, but not that one. So
I only did it because he made the comment about it. I was like, well, now I
yeah.
Spanish stuff.
So it's like everyone was just playing a bunch of Spanish music. It's like, yeah, he's not Spanish, he's Portuguese. Well, he's Brazilian, but Portuguese speaking. So
Great. He's a great streamer. If you haven't checked out his stream before, we've rated him several times, but
he's fun. I like
and
his,
he is a quality solo PvPer. He's good at it. I know he's killed me before.
Except for that one time where what did he forgot something. I forget what he went out. He went out roaming and he like got out there, and I think I don't know if he like forgot a prop mod. It was something where it's no, that's what it was. He went out in a Vexor Navy and he forgot to fill his drone bay with drones.
I was watching that too.
It's like, oh.
He's like, oh shit! I guess I'm a blaster Vexor.
Yeah, no, he forgot drones in his Vexor Navy, so it's like that's kind of like what you do.
It didn't work out well for him.
Yeah, so that was pretty good.
I'd have been impressed if it did work out well.
I would have been.
And he didn't go back. I can't remember. He must have had a couple.
Oh, he fought until he died.
Didn't he have like some blasters on it at least or something?
He did, yeah, he said
so he had
into a
some
blaster,
guns.
Blaster
But,
Vexor.
yeah,
it didn't work out well.
It didn't.
We were
yeah.
watching his stream. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's what this game's about, though. Is fun stuff like that. Going out there for getting ammo, chasing a Proteus across fountain in an unfit Kestrel. Right? I feel like that happens in this game.
People are telling like go like get into belts, chase someone off, and they'll warp off and abandon their drones, and then just scoop them to your drone bay, and now you got drones. Like it's like people are like, you got to pay the iron price. You keep what you kill. Shit like that. I was like, that would be a hilarious
Speaking of
method to do PvP. Like bring a drone ship, but like only bring some guns, and you have to like earn your drones to do damage. Alex, speaking of what?
just look in chat.
Sounds like Valamir wants to play Doom: The Dark Ages.
Spider. Oh, Narcos. Hey, what's up? Wait, you're streaming and watching?
Impressive.
I don't think he's streaming it.
I see, unless my Twitch is delayed, I see a Narcos streaming with 7 viewers.
All right.
We were not making fun of you for roaming without drones in your Vexor, by the way. Not at all.
No, it was funny to watch. Yes, we were, because it was funny.
We were.
It was funny because as right as we started raiding is when he did it. Right, we started raiding.
Yeah, it was right.
He went out on his Vexor.
He's like, now I'm embarrassed. I can't go back now. So
that's what he said. Exactly. Yeah, I can't go back now. Yeah, like I said, it's a fun stream. He has a good stream. So. There's probably other stuff too. I don't remember.
I think we hit all the Eve stuff, unless we missed something. LB, did we miss something?
I don't think so. There wasn't
it
too
wasn't
much this week.
It wasn't a thick week.
It was not a thick week.
Yeah, it was a vegan week.
Pretty flat.
It was a little thin.
There was no
So,
meat.
just
There was
FYI,
no meat to this week. So
once again, if you're in the Florida area, I'm gonna be down there. Hit me up if you want to have a drink. I'll come meet you somewhere. I mean, not you got to be in the Tampa and or Orlando area. So
I love the Tampa area.
Yeah.
Well, St. Petersburg side of the bay is better overall.
that's where we're. Yeah, St. Pete's Beach is where we're at.
Ah.
Dunedin.
Oh, okay.
shit,
Well, they're not currently living in the house because it got damaged by the hurricane. But my aunt and uncle live down in Madeira Beach.
Dunedin's fortunately far enough in. It didn't really get. I mean, had wind damage obviously, but not flooding.
Well, and their house is like literally right on the intercoastal.
That makes it harder.
Yeah. Beautiful
Did we
location.
give
though.
anything away? We should give some away, Drayden. Oh, he disappeared.
Because January of last year I went and spent a week with them at that house, and it was super cool, like going out into their dock and back, and like you would see dolphins like swimming around and swimming up. It was cool too how like their dogs just knew when the dolphins were out there. They wouldn't be surfacing, nothing that like you could hear, but the dogs would just go insane.
That's very little, Pearl. I'm a very poor man.
He's got like 5 ISK.
Yeah, at least 5, maybe 7.
Dom, what are you
7.
talking about? Dom's richer than me.
I am not richer than you.
Something you told me last week.
Not in. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm poor. I'm not poor, but I don't have liquid ISK. I got a lot of.
I'm not
assets.
poor either. I got 4 billion ISK.
Got more than that, but yeah, not by much.
I apparently
I'm
need to move
I'm
some
gonna tell you.
shit.
I'll tell you exactly
I
how
think
much
we're getting
this guy has.
attacked.
Hold on. I told you if you just clicked on it. I guess I gotta log in.
Got some things saying, make sure your shit's not in here. Whole timer's coming up. I'm like, excuse me, what? I haven't moved in a while. I should probably move my shit.
You have something instant with a whole timer? That's not good. Well,
I got all my shit stuffed
VFL,
to the whole timer sit.
Yeah,
So
we reinforce some stuff. So.
yeah,
God
I should
bless
probably
asset
move that
safety.
shit. I kind
we should
of
let
I'm
asset
enjoying
safety,
more
yeah.
the weekend roams. I'm leaning more and more to going to Horde or something. Just doing
Come to my corp.
just doing
You get act-
roams from
Come home,
MJ.
come home, Drayden.
Being
Less
on the front
beans,
lines with all
man.
my shit, away from all. I kind of like just doing weekend roams and not giving a fuck, and then also doing roams with the Mucky and stuff for like fleet content. so-
Join Rain and me and come over to my corp where we're sitting over here in Slice, where there's literally like you do you.
Can I rat in your space?
Bless beans,
Yeah.
bless beans, bless beans.
Hey, you can join the Rain City Bitch Pigeons.
Oh, I have. I don't know if I have any more of those stickers. I should look.
I have the corporation.
I don't think I
don't
have
care.
any more stickers,
Oh,
but I
I've
apparently
got-
have like a wall, like fucking
Wall plate?
cover, like a wall plate cover. That I have one of those on my desk, and I don't know where they came from, but I have one.
Now I gotta look in mine. Oh.
If I ever need one,
My
it's
entire
there.
net worth is only half what you're worth. Scott.
Blank plate, yeah. Just because I need to cover up a
Oh,
hole.
Joe.
Yeah, if I put a hole in my wall, I'm putting that over it, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, well, I mean that's for like the
I only have
electrical.
21
you know.
in liquid.
3D printed USB cable.
I have less
I
than that
think-
on my main. You got
Not
more
your
ISK
bank
than
tune,
mine.
though.
I don't have a bank tune. I have the bank corp.
This does look
Oh,
very
here we go.
neon. I like the color of this.
It
It's a
looks
neat-
like Kool-Aid.
It's
that's
a
what
very
it-
neon. I mean, it might as well be Kool-Aid. It's that delicious.
No, coolant, not Kool-Aid.
Oh, well, it's,
Big difference.
I mean, Kool-Aid
When we
looks
were
like
in New
coolant.
Orleans,
Why do you have one
But
of
nobody
those?
on here knows.
That's a compass.
You know what this is?
Is that
It's a
an
light
o-
meter,
o-
isn't it?
meter?
What the fuck, Dom? How did
Yeah,
you know
light
that?
meter is what it looks like.
Light meter? Does
It
it
is
tell
a
you how
light
much
meter.
light is?
It's for
Light
filmmaking.
meter, yeah.
I could. Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't think I knew what
filmmaking
that
and
was?
photography.
Yeah, because you do film.
How did you know that, Dom?
You do filming stuff. That makes sense. One thing okay,
My
so
wife is into photography.
can you explain it to me like I've had it explained to me like I'm 5, but can you explain it to me like I'm 2? And I've seen explanation videos, Alex, on
Yes, I want to see Mess on Tandy's
how
mini
this
farm.
works and why it works the way it does, and none of them made sense. You know, like the metal silver orb they use, right? To like, what does that do, and why does it work the way it does?
Oh
Well,
god.
this should be a science
Um,
question.
It's
So
not a
I am
science.
not-
It's photography and cinematography
It's
question.
a science.
Yeah, the metal
I'm
silver
not
orb thing on
really-
sets.
yeah,
It's-
I know what you're talking about, but it's not. I'm not really a cinematographer.
it's something
but
to do.
I
It's
believe
not
it has-
light. It's something to do. With, I don't. I can.
I think it has to do something with like reflective surfaces or something.
Yeah,
I
it's-
forget.
they ponder it. That's a good answer.
Hold on, let me look it up real quick. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Like it's like there's situations they use it for, and it has a very important function when it comes to cinematography. And it's like I've watched them, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, it does this because of this and this. And I'm like, wait, how does it do that? And why do they need that? Can't they like? Why do they need that to film this?
It measures the amount of light hitting
It's
the
important.
spot.
No,
from
it's
from
not a
different
lighting
angles.
thing. It's
It is. It measures the
Okay.
photons
Is
hitting that
it?
orb.
So
That gives
yeah,
you
so it's
what
called
direction you want the best light from. Yeah.
it's called a chrome gray ball rig, and this is photographed on set, then utilized by the VFX look department and lighting departments in order to facilitate the digital recreation of the lighting that was used on set. It's one of the steps. Yeah,
oh,
tools
so it's
used
like
in
where they
the
can kind of
yeah.
see like where they need to place
get
the
the
lighting to
they
get
get the
shots
Yeah, so
right.
the
Correct. Yeah.
so one side is
you're
like
kinda right.
gray, and that's a good reference for like, things that are not really shiny and stuff like that. And you can get a reference for like how light is reacting in like a environment. And then the
Okay.
chrome side is for shiny surfaces. So you'll see they'll come on set and they'll pull it out and then switch it over. And then
Okay.
usually they'll just have like the camera running or somebody takes a picture or whatever.
Okay, okay. So I thought that when they did that, like the cameras were live, and they were like recording the scene right then and there. I didn't know it was like a setup, a pre-setup where they can get like light placed correctly.
Well, they would do that. So they would have they could have like a camera that's like locked down on like sticks or like a tripod or whatever, and then they could come up and do like either a slate, or they could come and do a like a color chart, and they'll have the camera running during that time. And then they would also do the ball thing and everything, and that would be saved, and then the editors and colorists and all that stuff, VFX artists, will be able to use that sort of thing during their editing post-production process.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
What's
That
going
makes
on,
a little bit more
Jamber?
sense. I thought it was something that they did like while they were actively filming a scene, and I was like, why? That would be in the way, wouldn't it? How is it invisible? And they're all like, it's
Oh yeah,
because it was like apparently it was like this revolutionary thing for filming when they
I do
when
have
they came up with it.
I
and
do have something for show and tell though. So
Oh
Welcome,
Have you
Chamber.
been watching Tamber's
yeah, what's up,
video
Tamber?
yet, Tamber?
Tamber is literally off in Middle Earth right now.
Yeah, he's exploring Middle Earth right now.
Yeah. What happened to all your trees? Who blew them down?
For the Shire.
All
Was it a
gone.
tornado?
Wait, is that an
Replanting
artillery?
native trees.
What is that to your left? Go back. What is that? An artillery piece? What is that?
That is a thing for cutting trees down. It grabs the trees and then snips them.
Okay, yeah. I see it now. I just
Don't want to put your torso in there.
I thought that was a howitzer base. Not
That's
the
how
whole
I
not the
would
whole
cut
howitzer itself, just like the support base. Like
Oh yeah, because everybody has one of those.
like a pinto mounted howitzer, like you do.
You know,
Like you do. Like you do.
Just
Yeah, like you
pinto
do.
mount that shit, right?
you know how surprisingly easy it is to get a howitzer in the U.S.
I mean,
No, I don't
probably
The difficult part is
easy.
finding one. Is if you're over 21 and have a clean criminal record, it is completely legal as long as you pay the government.
But why would you
to
need a
vote.
howitzer? There's no reason for anyone to have a howitzer.
why
no,
would
you
you
don't
not
need to.
need a
Stumps?
howitzer?
Why,
I mean, I don't
why would you
know.
not need one?
I would use it to literally
There are
launch.
tree stumps.
I would
stumps?
honestly
Tree stumps.
launch like fucking Crunchwrap meals with parachutes and just like poof into town.
What's a
Like
contrap meal?
someone's breakfast just got solved, and although what would probably actually happen is a bunch of like people like who's just launching nacho
Drayden
cheese
turns
sauce.
his howitzer into a
Yeah,
t-shirt
it's
cannon.
like people in town are complaining
Oh
about
no, a hot dog cannon.
getting pelted with ground beef and tortilla fragments. Like,
I want somebody to shoot a hot dog cannon at me.
Yeah, well, I
So,
wonder what the air
Drayden,
resistance at velocity of a Crunchwrap Supreme is.
Have you ever been to like one of those machine gun rental ranges in Vegas?
I wanted to go to that. That looks so fucking cool. You can get like a mini. You can fire a minigun for like $500 or some bullshit like that, but it only lasts like 2 seconds. It's like
That's $500 with ammo. Yeah.
yeah.
So, well, here's the reason why I'm asking. So, Battlefield Vegas, which is one of the big ones in Vegas, they actually have a artillery piece that you can fire.
Watch out for crocodiles, Timber. Don't they live in streams like that? You're gonna come across a
I don't think
salty.
they-
Oh,
don't
they
think-
got him.
Oh, no,
Oh
now?
no, he's okay. Oh fuck.
Oh, he's back up. He's back
Damn.
up. Jump in the puddle. Jump in the puddle.
You gotta watch out for the salties, dude. They hide in like
Do they-
two
wait.
inches.
Do they have those in New Zealand, or are they
Well,
only in
what do you-
Australia?
Yeah, they do. It's like they have in
Fucking
Australia. New
crocodiles
Zealand's
and
just
shit, man.
saltwater crocs are all across Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere.
What the hell is he pointing at? What is that? The big eel?
Oh man, something I found out. Moray eels are like xenomorphs. They have
Yeah,
an
it's
inside
all
jaw.
eel.
Saltwater
Yeah, but what is it?
crocodiles are not native to New Zealand.
Wow. Like they go
I
across.
can't
the-
hear him. What is he saying?
He's trying to point out where it is. It's about 30 years old. Older than 30? No, he can't be that old.
Are you talking about a turtle or a crocodile?
What is he?
It's
it
a native New Zealand eel.
Oh,
It wasn't eel. I thought it looked like. Yeah.
Oh man, dude, this just turned into an EVE Online National Geographic stream because
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
live. Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck
Something I
yeah.
found out. Like, moray
really?
eels have like inner jaw, like xenomorph jaws. They have a jaw in the back of their neck that when they go and reach and bite something, they hold it, and then the smaller jaw goes out and grabs the thing and pulls it into their throat. Literal xenomorphs.
Oh yeah, and
Wow.
the teeth have bacteria,
Yeah.
so it's like extra poison damage.
I
these
saw
the
this
kind of
on
eel
some
you-
YouTube
you
channel that
fish
is like
for?
this weird thing. It's like this is a moray eel. And it's like little piano chimes. It's like and if you guys have seen that channel, then you know what I'm talking about, right? And it's like it has an inside jaw.
That only works.
It is
in
the
Richard Attenborough
wildest
voice.
fucking like Sesame Street shit,
to
but
look
it's
at
like
it,
they,
goddamn it.
it's like talking about horrendous things. It's
The wild moray eel.
Yeah,
It has
Pearl, you
a
were.
s-
Sorry, go ahead.
I cannot do Richard Attenborough justice, but if you've seen like the BBC shows, you know the voice.
yeah.
Is
It-
it Dave the
he-
Diver?
Strange creatures.
In New Zealand, we have the
Oh, I'm like-
local eel.
I'm totally invested in what Tamber's doing
Tamber's
right
doing
now.
here,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god.
Living for over
Oh,
The
30
kid's in
years
the water. What
years
the
in the
hell?
water.
Get the kid out of there.
They hunt for
Yeah,
prey.
Pearl was
Hey,
talking
have you guys
about
met my
mixed
twin
mood.
brother before?
No.
I've
twin?
seen I've seen pictures.
Is this his
Twin
boy?
brother.
I've
Yeah.
seen I've seen photos.
And he's come over and snuck in like behind you before on your stream.
Push him in, push him in, push him in. No, I'm just kidding.
There are
No,
no,
do it, do it, do it, do it, do
local
it, do it.
saltwater
Do it.
crocodiles in New Zealand, except for today. Disaster.
You need to link this shit. What are you talking about?
You're zooming on
my
me.
God.
Just doing David Attenborough. Hello, dude. That looks like the best.
Hello.
That looks like the best uncle ever.
Rated. It's Richard
No, don't, please
Attenborough.
It's
Oh
raining.
my
Did he,
God.
was that
Tamber's
was
not wrong. That
was he
guy looks
just-
exactly like
was he
him.
just singing "It's Raining Tacos"? Someone was.
Someone
I
was
wanna
singing about
fuck
tacos.
It's
really good.
raining tacos. Boo-doo-doo. It's raining tacos.
All I can
Yum,
imagine
yum,
now is like
yum.
a taco truck that has one of those t-shirt cannons, and they load burritos up in it and just launch it at people.
So wait, what you tell people have already taken my Crunchwrap artillery idea?
No, it's what I have in my mind. You know, like those air-powered cannons they use for shooting t-shirts into the crowd at like sporting events.
Oh, dude, I wanted like a food howitzer. It would be I'd call it a chowitzer. Time to chow down.
Oh my God.
Just fucking launch food. It's like I'm feeding the hungry, and like everyone's just like make it stop in the town, and hell yeah. That's dude, I'm gonna make like a PUBG server that's just like food versus I don't know. It's like a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but hostile.
What the fuck are you talking
I don't know. Nothing.
Oh my
I'm
God.
talking about a bunch of
about?
nothing.
Dude,
PUBG server
Drayden, you had
crocodiles
me at
with meat sauce. What'd you say?
You had me at Chowitzer, man. That's fucking great.
Chowitzer.
Well, Drayden, have you ever heard of
I
a
like the
can-
Chowitzer, too.
Have
I'm
you
on
ever
board.
heard of a cannon?
It's a hot dog
You
cannon.
shoot like
Cannon in
beer
it?
can?
Cannon in it?
No, what it is, it's a upper for an AR-15, and you load a 12-ounce can of soda into it from the muzzle, and then you have a magazine full of blanks, and so you fire a blank, and the blank sends the can flying.
Wouldn't just that you could just use like a potato gun, like an air compressor, and do the same
You
thing?
could, but this is an upper for an AR-15, so it's readily available.
Readily available if you have an AR-15.
That doesn't sound like it's ready available at all.
That's true. As an American, I always assume that most everybody has ready access to an AR-15.
Yep, I can go right down the street and go pick up one.
I think my dad has one, but
I have a Mosin Nagant.
It's just
Does
one of
that
those
count?
more.
they are fun to
this is
shoot.
Interesting.
They are fun to
Oh my
shoot,
God,
but
fucking-
the reason for owning one,
I'll tell you.
the reason for owning one, I think, is silly. But they are fun to shoot. Not gonna lie.
Mosin Nagants are the shittiest thing I've ever shot in my entire life.
Mine's got a fixed bayonet. You ever seen that before?
Yes, and they're still a shitty fucking.
Oh no, it's not a
rifle.
good. I didn't say it's a good gun. I said I had one.
So does that
Oh,
mean
okay,
Dom is the
well-
one with the rifle or the one with the ammunition?
Enemy at the gates
Oh,
when
reference.
the
I
one
like.
with the rifle
Yep.
dies, the one with the bullet or ammo picks up the rifle and shoots.
Also in the very first Call of Duty game.
I like how when the guy is
Earl,
doing
it
that, he doesn't
wasn't-
say like if. He says when the person
When,
with the
yeah.
rifle dies.
The person in front of you dies.
The
pick up
person with the rifle is going like, hold on, you want to trade? I'll take the bullets. You
Earl-
can take the gun.
Pearl, that wasn't. He didn't use a Mosin. He used a. Oh God, what
What's
was
up,
it?
man? It's a
Carcano.
little. Well,
Carcana.
this is what Eve looks
I'm
like.
going to have to link. I'm going to have to link Pearl the Full Metal Jacket scene involving the Carcano.
Mace, this is a very
Yeah,
weird.
this is first person Eve. This is PI IRL.
Yeah,
IRL PvP.
Yeah, this is even the wild. Like, look at that. A tree was obviously
Even
cut
the
down.
wild,
That's
yeah.
gotta be. That's gotta be what PI material would
Why
that
do you,
be?
Chamber? Why do you hate trees? What's the deal here?
This is all ginger, which is
Ginger,
pissed.
red haired?
so I don't know if you guys
Chamber
remember,
hates
but there was 2 acres of bamboo, which is also a pest. That's what all that empty spaces. But these other trees are all privet, which are pests.
They have
What do you?
they have
clearing it
bamboo in
for?
New Zealand?
We got a $800,000 grant to plant native trees.
Okay, that's it. So
I
there's a
didn't-
reason.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
wondering.
cool.
That's cool.
I didn't know that there was
Oh,
bamboo.
you guys just missed the peasant.
I didn't know that there was bamboo
What
in New
is it?
Zealand.
Missed the peasant.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't-
the pheasant. Sorry.
oh, pheasant.
pheasant.
Yeah, pheasant. I thought you said, oh, you
So,
just,
Chamber,
You got
You just
peasant-
missed-
I see like a
peasant
peasant running
They're
across.
down there by the surf.
you
Don't worry
just
about
missed the peasant. It's like, don't let him get away.
I'm being repressed. I'm being repressed.
like,
Oh,
Yeah,
look
so-
at that ginger right there.
oh,
Was that really
This
a
is-
ginger?
that is ginger, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the type that you eat.
I mean, not with that attitude, but
Yeah.
so Tamber, do you guys? Is it all
Cool,
cut
that's
down, or
pretty
do you
good.
guys just burn it?
We're gonna mulch the whole lot.
damn. Is this a farm?
Will you sell the mulch?
'Cause I
then, or
remember you were.
just
I
use it?
remember like last year you were like doing work on that stream because the storm came in and knocked some shit down, didn't it?
Yeah, got wiped out.
Yeah.
It looks pretty bad now, though.
So when you go
Oh.
to plant the new trees, are you doing saplings, or how do you guys do that?
I have no idea. Some third parties doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, this all used to be bamboo. But it's all so you can
That's
see it's
crazy.
starting to grow back.
Yeah. I had no clue that bamboo was a New Zealand thing. I thought that was more like
Like
Asia mainland.
Humans
Well, I
must
know
have
it's an
introduced
invasive
it.
species of.
Is it
Yeah,
invasive?
Yeah, he said non-native.
But anywhere it can get it's nasty.
I mean, it
It
grows
grows
I mean, it
fast.
could be
Yeah.
worse. It could be kudzu.
I don't know what that is.
Have you
Kudzu?
never seen that? Seen like pictures from the south where like these vines are covering everything? That's kudzu.
That's evil. What's that called?
Kudzu.
That- Yeah, I think they have it in England and it destroys houses.
Oh,
Like once you get it, that's it. It's all over.
I was like, it sounds like a name of
It's
a
a
plant.
it used to be a cartoon strip.
It sounds like the name of a plant you can only say in Australia or Britain.
If you're spitting.
A kudzu? Like,
Kudzu. Yeah.
I don't think you can say that
Yeah,
here.
so-
Kudzu.
That stuff here is called
you have to call it like a sea zoo or something. I don't know. Like,
It's with
What's
a
that called?
K.
man.
Yeah, kudzu. It used to be a cartoon strip. Back when, if you're old, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, like,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You guys aren't old. Don't worry about it. Be happy in your youth.
Getting older every day.
Be happy in your youth.
oh, glad that wasn't. Oh,
I have to go pee. I'll be back.
you're not allowed.
I'm
That
not
bladder
allowed.
control.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm
'Cause he's old.
getting my bladder under
'Cause
control.
he's old. He's old.
I'm old. And I
He's
drink a
old.
lot.
You're old.
I pee a lot.
All right, that's fine. I got to pee too.
I'm 37. I'm not old.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
They didn't dress me
Mhm.
up like this.
I think I'm gonna throw some
This isn't my real
Some
nose. It's a
chicken
false
tendies
one.
in the
Dress
air
me-
Work
fryer
out your
soon
dad.
and make some more homemade snack
Not
wraps.
dead yet.
That sounds really good,
What?
by the way.
Highly recommend. Seriously, just
Oh,
air
speak-
fryer frozen like chicken strips, some B-dub sauce, shredded cheese, and like I always throw in a little bit of like some salad mix into them too. They're so good.
I've been on a kick making pizzas, and I gotta stop.
Pizza is love. Pizza is life. Also, Drayden, have you ever thought of this? That the ocean is technically soup because it's water.
Water,
with
salt, seasoning, and
protein-
biological
protein and
matter. Yep,
vegetable.
yep, yep. I'm aware, but I can tell you right now, this ocean does not taste good. I've tasted it. It's not a good taste. There's too much salt. There's not enough. There's too much brine. There's not enough stock. And there's sharks in it. You got to fix that before I mean,
As long as they don't have frickin' lasers.
no, I'd actually be fine with that. Because then they'd shoot each other. Sharks are dicks. They'll bite each other. If they'll bite each other, they'll shoot each other. No, I don't want. No, I don't want the sharks to die. I love sharks. I am all for shark conservation, and I'm also for conservation of myself by not going in the ocean.
There is one thing for Eve News that is going to happen this weekend that we didn't mention actually. I don't know how. There's going to be a fight over anchoring Keepstar in the morning, a little after downtime.
OPSEC? No, I'm kidding.
Rip.
I
It's
didn't
not
know about
really.
it. Wait, where is it? I'll go shoot at it while I'm watching the AT.
Or
Or not the AT, but the
well, I
preliminary.
mean, form up for Slice is that down literally at.
Oh, I
downtime.
don't want to be in a fleet because I'm not going to listen to commands. I just want to shoot at it third party, even though my team is.
BWF TAC ZZ.
Wait, VWF? Isn't that Veterans of Foreign Wars? No, that's VFW. Oh shit.
I was like, what?
Sorry.
I heard BFW as in
It's in Gemini.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's not too far
close.
away.
I think I'm in MJ right now with my dude. So
I forget who is anchoring it, but
Hmm.
yeah,
probably Frat if it's in Gemini.
I think
Someone
so.
Winter Co, but probably Frat. I mean, that's the
Yeah, and
that's the
BWF
border that up there. So
Yeah, that's the first system coming in from the Forge as well.
ooh,
So
they're
it's-
infringing. They're infringing.
Yeah.
It's time to
I thought the form up
defringe.
was going to be at like 9:30 local time for me, but now that form up's at 7 a.m. my time, and it's already after 11.
No, 7 a.m.
I-
your time. That's like 5 a.m. my time. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
that.
what- that's
Wait,
what I
no,
said.
you're
It's at-
Eastern. Or what? You're Eastern, right?
I'm Eastern, yeah.
That's 4 a.m. Fuck that. I'm
Yeah,
no.
You might still be, yeah. You if you're awake still, you're going to be
Yeah,
fucking toast.
I'm absolutely. Wait, hold on. So Alex, blessed being, Alex is gone. Or no,
It's okay. You want to join my
he's-
corp anyway.
I probably would because I just want to be in PanFam, but I'll probably live out of MJ to be honest.
Yeah,
Although I will come down
So
to you guys.
Jordan,
I
aren't you
will have
still
like
in
my
Hammett?
ratting set up in you guys' space, but I'll probably just base out of MJ to go on fleets and just be in the Horde standing fleet
don't-
to
You don't do
shit.
any mining for income, do you? You only rat?
No, I don't. I have a character that can mine, but I
We
literally
got
have,
moons as well.
I have 2 accounts. Like that's it. And the one account is like my alt account that I don't really do much with, other than just some PI. Although he does have, he is like combat dread capable. Like he could be T2, fully T2 gun fit with Naglfars or Revelations. So like he is a combat dread alt and a jump freighter alt, but I don't have a jump freighter anymore because fuck Lancers and spending that much money on a ship that I don't have security with. So, but he does have that ability. But so he's made like, that account is just a side account that's mainly meant to like just scout my guy in like Sinos and shit to move my main stuff. But
Ooh,
and he
is
can
that
be
a
a
hog
suitcase.
or pig? Piggy.
But yeah, I mainly just play on one account, so I'll rat with the one account, but then I like to just go on fleets and stuff. So,
Piggy, pet the piggy.
Man, you know what I'm hungry for right now?
I was just snacking on some bacon a little bit ago.
I want me some bacon.
It's actually
It's a piggy
a-
making piggy noise.
a little bit before the show. I actually finished up frying 2 pounds of bacon that I shredded down to bacon bits and now is just stashed in the fridge for use as an ingredient in various things throughout the next week.
I've got some bacon and hot Italian sausage that I need to do something with. I was thinking about using both of them in something, but I was like, the hot Italian sausage, I might make some like some meatballs, or just do like a hot Italian sausage spaghetti,
I'm gonna
and
make
then make
some
bacon as a separate thing for like something else. But
Do like a
breakfast
hash,
tomorrow.
like potatoes, onions, cheese,
I mean, I have
bacon,
eggs. I probably just
sausage,
do
eggs.
some eggs and cheese. I might just do like a bacon omelet or something.
Breakfast tomorrow for me is going to be breakfast burritos. Basically, I'm just gonna make some scrambled eggs, just a little bit of that, and then put that onto some tortilla shells with shredded cheese, green bell peppers that have been already cut up, and some bacon bits.
Whoa, hold on, Timbre, you didn't say you lived in a mansion. Look at that hacienda.
Those are the neighbors.
Nah, you own that, right?
I want to say though is that property looks damn nice.
Yeah.
Are those pigs yours or are those?
I
your
thought that was
neighbors?
all like one big complex.
They're
for
my
a second.
brothers.
I was like,
They're
holy
New Zealand coonies.
what is
So
that?
they only eat vegetables, and they've got to be fresh.
Wait, is that coonies? What does that mean?
Probably Captain Cook is probably what it means.
Wait, are you talking about the pigs?
Yeah, the pigs are called coonies.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what cooney means. What is that? Okay, so
It's more. I don't know what it translates to.
well, I mean, like a type. I didn't know you were talking about. So the pigs, they're a type of pig. I was like, I don't know what that is, but.
But Timber, those pigs came up to you fast, man. You must have had some donuts.
No, they're really friendly.
Yeah, that might have been a bit of a stretch with a police pun.
Are they?
I was gonna say I want to pet a pig. Hold on.
Are they eventual food pigs?
Kidding.
No, my brother's vegan. His whole family is.
Oh, okay, so they're pet pigs.
And so this is what Wikipedia has to say about them. The breed is believed to have descended from Asian.
Oh, he's a big one.
Yeah. I saw his tail.
Are those morays in the creek?
Not morays. They're
No, it's a native eel.
Where is he? Oh,
jump in there,
I don't
Timber.
know.
Jump in there, Timber.
There it is.
Oh, man! Look at this. Wait, it's got fins on the front. That's an eel?
Some eels have that, yeah.
Dude, that is
That's a biggie.
cool.
Wow.
That's not the big one. That's the little one.
Oh.
Of course, it's little. Like anything Australia adjacent, it's like, oh, that's a wee little bit, and it's just like the size of your whole body.
But Drayden, so when we were in New Orleans, Convict and myself and a couple other guys went to the aquarium and they had stingrays.
Yep.
That you could touch. As soon as we get there, I go to Convict. Hey, it's Australia's most hated animal.
I think they removed this.
Like, no,
Don't they remove the stinger barbs on those though?
They do.
Yeah. I went to that when I was there. I put my hand in the water for like 20 minutes because they're like, you can't reach out and like try and grab them. You have to like just put your hand, and if they swim up to you, then you can pet them that way. Like you basically have to let them pet themselves on you, and you aren't supposed to reach in and pet them.
It's
but
like a cat.
Yeah, but it's like I put my hand in there, and like after 20 minutes, they didn't even come near me. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go. Like I've pet rays before. There's a aquarium in like Spokane somewhere that I think that they feed them all the time. The second you put your hand in the water, they're like food, and they come up and they just go like blah, 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 all over your hand. They just like start sucking your hand and everything. Some people probably
I've done it at Shed Aquarium before.
I guess technically I paid for that too.
They've got
Is
kind
that
of
what
a
they did
cool,
to you in New
unique, like
Orleans?
rubbery. They've
The
got
one in
like
New Orleans is kind of small. That's where we went.
they've got like a
But-
cool, unique, like rubbery-ish texture.
Yeah, it's like rubbery and slimy at the same time.
But not gross.
Not gross, just soft
No,
and soft and gushy.
Yeah.
Like certain things.
That reminds me of a certain song.
Soft and Gushy by the White Stripes? I don't know.
Wet and Gushy by Cardi B. Well, if you want the
Oh.
clean version.
Oh.
Macaroni in a pot.
Yeah, you messing
But,
with some wet and
Drayden-
gushy. Yeah, the wet and gushy was the radio version, which is like, what are you even doing? Like, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, some radio versions of songs are just like, just please stop. Just don't even try. Just let it be.
You
Like
should try
that. What was
this
the old
for a
salt and
drink.
pepper one? It was like push
Baby
it,
crumb tipper.
but then like the radio version was like smush it, and it's like that sounds worse. Like that is like you should be like push it, dun, 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 dun. But like the radio version out here was like smush it. It's like that sounds dirtier in my opinion.
Even Fox let
it's like
Glee
you can push
do-
it or you gonna smush it. Like, oh shit, smush it. That's the next level.
smush it?
That's some kink.
Even Fox, back when Glee was still airing, they let them do push it in very sexualized attire.
Yeah, smush it real good.
Was it the clean or the dirty version?
They only do like 45 seconds of it.
Push it.
They don't do the full song.
All
So
I can
I'd
think
have
of
to go
when you
back
say
and
smush
watch,
is thumb it
actually.
in.
It's
Yeah.
literally in like one of the first few episodes of Glee, though.
Like thumbing in rope.
Yep.
Smush it real
Smush-
good.
I'm smushing it. Because that's how you smush it like that.
Smush.
You know, you just. What are we doing? Hold on.
Drayden, if
We're
you
looking at
like
New
that
Zealand.
drink-
We're looking at New Zealand footage here. We're not smushing anything here.
We're talking about thumbing in rope.
Thumbing
Fucking
in rope.
smushing it.
Thumbing in rope into that escape thing in case there's a salty hiding in there.
Smush it.
Gonna
Smush it
snap
real
timbre
good.
up. I feel like I'm gonna jinx you. Don't get jinxed. Don't get snapped up by the old crocodilians.
Yeah, shout out to Timbre for providing this
Yeah,
awesome
like
footage.
just out in the wild.
Fuck yeah, man. I want to live with you, man. Looks like a cool place to live.
It is Middle
Right.
Earth.
Coming up on time. Wait, I never even noticed LB. He just disappeared.
LB! No.
I'm actually gonna dip out because I need food. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to probably dip out. Sorry, Timber, we're gonna
Always send it over to
still
somebody.
doing the tour.
We're all
I'm-
gonna get off stream and get on a plane and come down there and join you in the jungle.
I'm going
Yes.
to send a raid over to Anarchos
Actually,
and
Camber, you should adopt me so that I can like GTFO.
There he is.
There's the
Yeah.
man.
There he is.
Fucking bright.
Hard she blows.
Damn. Oh, that's right. It's the middle of the day over there. It's fucking like 9 p.m. over here almost.
You stole all our sunlight.
9
goddammit.
Yeah, give it
p.m.
back.
Whoa.
Flip the planet.
All right, see you guys.
Yep. See you, Tamper.
All
I
right,
will.
see you, Tamper.
Well, probably catch you
Bye,
next
Tamper.
weekend, but yeah.
I will not
I'm
be here next
I'm
weekend.
excited
I'll be in
to
Florida.
see you down in FanFest or up in FanFest, over in FanFest.
At FanFest.
It's all relative, but yeah, I'll catch you there in a few weeks. But thanks to everyone else for hanging out and watching. We're gonna send a raid over to Anarchos. He's probably doing some roamy stuff, so
Yeah.
let's get the raid
Love you
going.
guys.
I got a tangible bit of cult Kool-Aid left, so I'm gonna just down this and
Chug, chug,
yeah.
I'm out.
chug,
My drink's
chug,
gone, but I'm gonna
chug,
go watch
chug.
the Narcos for a little bit. So, are you do the raid to him, or what are we gonna do?
Traded. Nalani actually had a really good version of what you got at New Orleans. It's Sprite plus grenadine plus vodka.
Yeah, I mean that's not the same as this because that's more just grenadine is what, cherry flavor.
Yeah, it's a dirty Shirley.
So yeah, that's cherry. I've done that. I've not with grenadine, but like I've done like there's cherry 7-Up. I've done cherry 7-Up and vodka. It's very good.
Oh yeah, that used to be
But
a thing for a
this
while.
gives
wasn't
you like the bite from the grapefruit. I love grapefruit soda. Apparently, it is my Achilles heel. Oh,
it?
Millet.
Do they make cherry 7-Up still?
Yeah, I get it all the time. It's good. Millet shows
I've
up,
had that forever.
but passion fruit drinks are good too.
Millet, I drag you in.
I've
but
never had
we're
a.
ac-
Oh, sorry, good.
We're getting ready. Oh, I just dragged Millet in, but I was. letting
Oh
you know
yeah,
that
sorry,
also
Millet.
getting
We're
to say
about ready
goodbye.
to we're about ready to
We're
read
getting
over
ready
to
to
Anarchos
outside,
and send it over. We're all heading out, but I
We're all
like
crappy.
passion fruit drinks, but I've never had a passion fruit, so I don't know what a real passion fruit tastes like. But
They actually are kind of interesting, particularly if you get them straight off the vines. Yeah,
I saw that walking Tampa. I don't blame you being pooped.
Dragon fruit is my favorite.
well, yeah.
Love.
Yeah, we've had a fun day. I had to go in and take care of where I'm at. We've had tornadoes go through, and yeah, I went out to go take care of stuff, and it looked like a bomb went off.
damn,
Sucks.
It's
Anybody
rough. Yeah.
Damn.
use anything?
Yeah, you know where Selma, Tennessee is?
That's
Nope.
west of
Nope.
Nashville, isn't it? Or is it south?
I know Nashville and Memphis, and that's
West
it.
and south. Yeah, west and
Is it
south.
closer to
It's
Jackson or closer to Nashville?
closer to more to Jackson. But basically, it's been wiped off the map. They actually had
Oof.
a twin twister, so they're paralleling. So they're paralleling each other, and the
Holy
radar
shit.
didn't detect them. And so it went through an area like at 1 o'clock at night. And the person I usually take care of farming for, it tore through his front yard, which was full of trees, basically left everything like toothpicks, and toppled 100-year-old oak tree, just wham over his driveway. He got up, called. Basically, he heard it coming through, and the only thing he sent out to his kid was like, "Goodbye," because he thought he was done. But he's basically the two. They went for 11 miles.
Fuck.
11 miles.
They were EF3s, weren't they? Or they
Yes.
got up.
All right, raid's
think
going
they got
through in
up.
5 seconds.
Good night.
Hey,
See you guys.
See
Thanks
ya.
for
Join us,
watching.
Paul.
No,
Take care.
everyone.
All right, should be sit.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
Hey, the
But it
raid